Yo, God bless everybody. How y'all doing? How you feeling? Appreciate y'all for being there with me over here at the Word and I. Let's go. Mic check. How you feeling? Mufti, what's up? Alyssa. God bless you, sister. Let me copy this real quick. Let me put this here. Is everybody doing okay? Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Friday. Let's go. Yeah, we have a fun topic. I think this would be a good topic, a fun topic. And let's see how the Muslims react. Why is Mary so important in Islam? Why is Mary so important? She is the only one mentioned in the whole Quran as a woman. The only one mentioned by name. Oh, it is Saturday. I'm tripping. Long week. Thanks for the correction. Oh, Sailor, you on the other side of the world. You always confuse me, Sailor. It is Friday. What are you talking about? It is Friday, Sailor. Don't be trying to mix me up because you over in China or somewhere. Got me mixing up my days. But yes, it's Friday. I knew I was right, Sailor. Gosh darn it. Anyway, let's get right to it, man. Why is Mary so important? It have to be, we know as Christians why she's so important. Why is she so important that they had to mention her in the Bible? Right? It's because she gave birth to the Messiah. Not only the Messiah, but the God man, Jesus Christ. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense why the story of the Immaculate Conception is in the Bible. She gave birth to God, to Jesus, right? The one that died for our sins. In the Quran, even if they said that she gave birth to Jesus and such, why the emphasis on her being a virgin? Why she's that important? Why? There's a reason that Muslims don't know. Muslims don't know this. There's a clear reason why she is in the Bible. We got us a super chat from Soldier of Christ. He says, I am for Christian apologetics, but I'm not going to hold myself from speaking opinion. Word or not, we talked on Jai's Live. Please share. Love you, man. Love you too, man. Of course, everyone's going to have their opinion, and everyone is not going to agree with everything that someone in apologetics do or some other Christian do. Right? Just if you think they're in the wrong, pray for them and, leave it in God's hands. Right? So it's a few apologists that I don't agree with how they do their thing, but hey, that's how they do it. I can't force them to do it my way. You know what I mean? But we all on the same page as far as trying to share the truth, trying to bring Muslims to Christ, trying to bring, non-believers into the message. So I understand what you're saying, bro, but leave it in God's hand, man. DJ Roll in the building. Salam, Mama C, everyone. Salam, Mama C, DJ Roll. That's DJ Troll, if y'all don't know. That's DJ Troll. DJ Troll. That's my guy. DJ Troll. That's what the Muslims named him. DJ Troll. So if y'all see him in the chat, call him DJ Troll. All right. Yeah, so we're going to get on to the subject at hand. The subject at hand is, why is Mary so important? Why is she so important in Islam? And we're going to see how the Muslims cope. We're going to see what their reasoning is. What do y'all think? Before we get started, what do you think they're going to say? What do you think they're going to say? What do you think the Muslims' reaction would be to why Mary is so important? Because it's a bigger reason to why she's important. It's a bigger reason why. They're going to say, we believe. We believe that Allah chose her. Okay, yeah, she was chosen to give a pure boy. We believe, yeah. They're going to say, we believe. Yeah, exactly. I think it's to prove our God is their God. Good point, Harvest Noel. Good point. Let's see what we got. Ted East. Ted East was a super sticker. Appreciate that, Ted East. Good looking out. God bless you. Thumbs up. That means hit the like button. That means Ted is trying to tell everyone to hit the like button. Right? Ain't this what you was trying to do, Ted? I know. God bless you, man. Appreciate it. Much love to you. Much love. Much love to everyone. So go ahead and hit the like button so more and more fellow-minded Christians can see the live and they can come in and join in on the festivities, so to say. You know, let's get it. Let's get it. Well, let's not get it. Let's see. Fadi X Muslim gifted 5 the Word of Nine memberships. Matter of fact, thanks for doing that, Fadi. Everyone who get a membership, tell Fadi thank you in advance, and let's run this alerts down so it won't interrupt the stream. AG became a member. Tell them to appreciate Fadi X Muslim for the membership. And members, if you're a member, we do have special emotes in the chat. So if you became a member, go ahead, Ted. I see you got a membership. Birth Seeker, I see you got a membership. Go ahead and post the emotes in the chat so the people can see the emotes that they get once they become a member. You know, we got the watch your head. We got the is that the trophy emotes, right? We got a nice little bit of emotes in there for you. So if you become a member, you get access to these emotes and other things. I'm working on other things, right, to give y'all. Watch your head. Ted East. Appreciate that, Fadi. Good looking out, man. God bless you. Is that the trophy? Then you lie. Let's get with it. See what they doing over here on TikTok. Y'all, let's pray for some good conversations. Let's pray for some good conversations. That's what we do it for good conversations. It's not all about cooking, but if we have to cook, then we can cook. Let's get it. Let's get it. What's going on? TikTok, TikTok. What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Appreciate y'all for joining me over here at the Word and I TikTok. Let's start tapping that screen. You know how TikTok love the taps and love the heart emojis. So let's tap the screen and let's get these emojis going so we can get some good conversations with some mookmaneums. Some mookmaneums. SB scripture. Good looking out. Is that the truth? Yes, they got more emotes on TikTok than YouTube because I got to get more members and then I can upload more emotes. TikTok restricts you on how many emotes you can upload based off the amount of subscribers you have. So they got more emotes on TikTok. Just how it is. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. What's up, Freddie? Appreciate the heart. I did see that Trump extended it another 75 days for TikTok to be around. I hear some people is still actively trying to buy it. So they still selling. Trying to get buyers. Why is Mary so important in Islam? TikTok. Why is Mary so important? She is the only one mentioned by name in the Quran. She is gifted the son, a pure son. She is a virgin. Why is she so important? Why is she so important? Appreciate the roses, pay show. Appreciate the roses. We got our main man, Amin, in the building. What's up, Amin?
What's happening? What's happening? Hey,
What it
bro, I just
do?
wanted to come up and let you know, bro. It sounds like you working in a sweatshop from the comments, bro.
For real? That's my wife. She's cooking back there, man. She's in the
Oh,
kitchen
okay. She
cooking.
frying
And
up some beans. She
yeah,
frying up
she
some
cooking.
beans back there.
Yeah, she cooking while I'm cooking.
Yeah,
You talking about
but
in
I
the
figured
in
it's
the
just
TikTok comments?
yeah, man. It sounds like you like got like 1,000 fans on or something.
Oh, for real? Hold on real quick.
Hey, y'all know what to do down there in the comments, bro. Tap 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 tap. Yes.
You know it get hot in the kitchen. It gets hot in the kitchen, I mean, so my wife had the fan going. So my wife, she wanted to be cool. Yeah, I'm at McDonald's stealing Wi-Fi with a whole setup, man. I got my whole setup at McDonald's, drinking coffee. What's up? I mean, what you gonna be around? You gonna stick around, or you gotta go?
I'm warming up my food. I had to go out and pick us up something to eat. So I'm getting my stuff ready, get my wife food out and stuff like that. And I'll be probably up here for like maybe another 5 minutes until I go back in there. I'm gonna try to come back, but you already know how the itis work, bro.
Yeah, man. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
And I got me that Alfredo, bro.
Chicken
What's up,
Alfredo
bro? You already know.
from McDonald's.
I told you, bro. I'm messing on McDonald's, bro. You already know. You know I'm messing with that. McDonald's got good fries, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I hear you. We got us another super chat on YouTube. Nina Monaco says, God bless you, word or not. God bless you. I mean, God bless you, Sister Nina. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, so where all the Mu'minoons at? Where the Muslims at? We want to know, why is Mary so important in Islam? We gotta know. We have to know. Now, let me read some Islamic verses while we at it, while we wait. In 345 says, remember when the angels proclaimed, O Mary, Allah gives you good news of a word from him. His name will be the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, honored in this world and the hereafter, and he will be one of those nearest to Allah. Let's see what we got. What's up, Ja?
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's good, bro?
Not too much. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. hold on. I think I remember you. You said you was a Muslim, right?
Yeah, I did.
But you don't really believe in Islam, correct?
Yeah.
How's it been working out for you?
It's been working out good,
It have?
Just yeah, I've just been, living life to the fullest.
All right. You still haven't talked to your father?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Do you think that's gonna be a time when you're gonna tell him?
Yeah. I'll probably tell him like soon.
Like soon?
Yeah, soon.
Yeah, he's probably gonna give you some backlash for it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I just tell you, man, be rooted in.
Wait, you're a
Do you
Muslim
read the
turned
Bible?
atheist or turned Christian?
Huh?
You're a Muslim turned atheist or Christian?
Christian.
No. Yeah, you're lost. Anyway.
His loss. Why is it his loss? It's his gain.
Yeah, actually, what type of Christian are you? Are you Catholic or Protestant?
I'm Catholic.
So you're from the Filioque, right?
What?
The Filioque.
Yeah.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter?
Yeah, why does it matter?
Why does the Filioque matter?
No,
You're a
why does it
Catholic
matter
saint?
if he's going to Christianity at all? Any
If you
branch.
go to Protestant Christianity, you're considered a heretic. I'm sorry to tell you that, bro.
What?
If you become a Protestant Christian, you're a heretic.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, not necessarily. So you can be a Protestant Christian and you can be saved.
Just chill out. We're gonna come to you in a minute. Why I get this dude
Bro.
some scriptures to be encouraged. Don't leave. I wanna talk to you about the topic. So Jai, you're gonna get shunned. Don't listen to that guy because Eastern Orthodox and Catholics, they don't believe that Protestants are heretics. Don't believe that. Don't believe that.
Okay.
If you go to Matthew 6 and you're going to get pushback from your father and everyone with what I'm going to just read you some few verses to let you be assured. Matthew 6:25, starting at 25. It says, this is Jesus talking. Therefore I say to you, do not worry about your life and what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body. What will you put on? Is not life more than food and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air, for they neither sow nor weep nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? So he's telling you, don't worry about that. If God is going to feed the birds, and they don't work, they don't toil the soil, they don't grow anything, you're much more valuable to him than the birds. So he's going to do that for you. Which of why by worrying can add 1 cubit to his stature? So by you worrying, how is that going to benefit you in the long run? It's not going to benefit you. So why do you worry about clothing? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. And yet I say to you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Now, if God so clothes the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, will he not much more clothe you, O you of little faith? Therefore, do not worry, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For all these things the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knows what you need, all these things. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. So don't be worried. I know you're gonna feel shunned whenever you reveal this. Your family might disown you, right? Your family might say that you're not part of them no more, that you're going to hell, such and such, right? But
Yeah.
remember that your Father in heaven, he's going to look after you. He's going to protect you. He's going to clothe you. He's going to feed you. Just keep seeking his kingdom and keep looking for the truth and stay in his arms and stay with a close connection with him, and you will be good.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to leave you with, man. Matthew 6:25 through
Yeah.
34.
So I do have to go, but one of my friends wants to join. Is that cool with you?
Sure. Is he a Christian or Muslim?
Muslim.
Okay.
His name is Football Gang 9. I met him online.
Okay. Football Gang 9. He's in a request.
Yeah.
Okay, I see him.
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, Ja. God bless you, bro.
Bye.
What's up, football gang? Hey, hold on. If the live is laggy, it's been doing that on TikTok. Go to my YouTube channel and it's smooth. You have no lag on YouTube. It's just something with TikTok right now that have the live laggy. So go to my YouTube channel. We got 50 some people over there. You'll have people to talk to, right? Go to the YouTube and it'll be all good and all smooth if you don't want to miss any of the discussions. All right, football gang, what's happening?
What do you get, my good sir?
I'm doing very well. How old are you, brother?
I just turned 21 yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. You're just too young. I can't have you on my stage, right? Because they're gonna block me. They'll ban me.
I'm 21 though.
Of course you are. Of course you are. You know what? If you go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, I can bring you up on YouTube.
You can bring me up on YouTube.
Yeah, we could talk on YouTube. But I can't talk to you on TikTok. It's an age requirement.
Okay.
Okay.
I was.
Bro, you sound like you're 6. You sound like you're sick. Yeah, they're not serious. Those was kids. Those was kids. You know, I could tell a kid when I hear him. Right? So come on, Muslims, let us know why is Mary so important to Islam? He's old enough to be a grandpa. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Sapan, God bless you, Sapan. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let's start tapping the screen. Let's get it up to 10K likes. Islam 6 is 21. Alyssa, you crazy, man. Islam 6 is 21 is crazy work. It literally is. That is crazy. Yeah, but let's get back to the scripture. Whoa, why you talking to Stream Elements? It's a bot, soldier of Christ. It's a bot. I don't know why you beefing with Stream Elements. Why you beefing with Stream Elements, man? That's crazy. All right, we go to 19:18. It says, she appealed, I truly seek refuge in the most compassionate from you, so leave me alone if you're God-fearing. He responded, I am only a messenger from your Lord, sent to you to bless you with a pure son. She wondered, how can I have a son when no man ever touched me, nor am I unchaste? He replied, so it will be, your Lord says, it is easy for me, so will make him a sign for humanity and a mercy from us. It is a matter already decreed. Muslims only, y'all. Muslims only. See who we got. Edward, you're not loading up, bro. We got Pope. Pope, did you mean? Oh, okay, he is loading up. Edward, you on stage. Edward.
Okay, why is Mary so important?
Abdullah, you change your profile.
Yeah, I got canned on the other one for a minute. I did a live.
Abdullah. Okay, man. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't talked to you in about 3 weeks, man. I'll give you a chance. Why is Mary so important in Islam?
Well, she birthed the one that's going to kill the Dajjal and take out Israel.
Right. So why did she take out Israel?
Yeah,
What do you mean take out
Mahdi's
Israel?
army's gonna fight with Isa. The Mahdi's army's gonna fight with Isa against Israel, and the Mahdi's gonna fight against Europe with his army.
Do you know you're talking about the Antichrist then? Because the Antichrist is going to come against Israel. You know that, right? You're proving that your Mahdi is the Antichrist.
What is 666 stand for in the Bible?
Brother, listen to me. That don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No, is it the Antichrist or a man? Or an Antichrist man?
Abdullah, I'm really trying to give you a chance, bro.
You was talking about the Antichrist.
I'm trying. No, you brought that up. You literally brought that up.
Yeah. I said that's why she's so important, because she birthed the one that's going to take out Israel and the Antichrist.
But why did she have to be a virgin to do that?
Well, Allah showed the miracle of 3 different ways of being created without a woman. I mean, without both human beings, with Adam, Hawa, and Isa. Allah was just showing the miraculousness of his deity.
So he was just doing it just to show off. He already did all these other miracles. He did all these other miracles before. So everyone knew if Allah is the one, is God, they already knew it from all of the other miracles. Why did it necessitate that Mary had to be a virgin?
Because there was one human being created from neither parent, one from a man and one from a woman.
So did it have it didn't have nothing to do with her?
Yeah, she was her mother said in the Quran that if Allah gave her a child, she would have her for worship of him only. And she had her, and she stayed in a mosque all the time.
Okay. But why did she have to be a virgin? Could the Messiah been birthed through anyone else?
Because Allah was showing how humans could be created in all ways.
But why did the Messiah have to come through her?
It just so happened it was her. That was a law's
Why?
plan.
Could the
But it's
Messiah
still, you're
been
supposed to
birthed?
see him all as a
Abdullah,
miracle.
listen to my question closely. Could the Messiah been birthed through a regular person? Can you turn that off, please?
No. Turn that off. Thank you.
Hey, watch your head and go clean your room. Don't you got a Roblox level to pass or something? Go play Roblox, kid. Abdullah,
Yeah, I'm listening.
could the Messiah have been birthed from any old woman?
No, that wasn't the law's
Okay,
plan.
so why not?
Because it wasn't the law's plan.
Oh, so it wasn't the Lord's plan. So do
there's
Allah?
more
Hold
to
on,
it than that.
Abdullah. Do Allah do anything without a purpose?
God bless you. God
No.
bless you from Germany. Nice to meet you. I have a question.
Are you a Muslim, bro?
To the Muslim. To the Muslim. No. I'm a Christian Orthodox.
Okay, I appreciate you for coming up, bro. But we looking for just for Muslims to talk to. Okay.
Yes, brother.
God bless
brother,
you. No, nothing against you though, bro. God bless you. I'm pretty sure I know where you stand at, right?
Okay.
I appreciate you for coming up, though. All right.
Okay.
God bless you.
All good. I go under. Okay. God bless you.
God bless. I thought Muslims just want to come up and get paid. Bro just came in like, what's up, partner? What y'all cooking up in here? I'm hungry too. Let me get a plate. So Abdullah, why did it necessitate that Jesus had to be born of a virgin?
It was the completion of the different ways humans were born, can be created. One without a father, without a mother or a father, or without a mother.
But Allah chose her.
Yeah. Oh, why did he choose her?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But when she was born, she did pray to Allah a lot.
As a baby?
Allah guided her to that. So
She prayed to Allah as a baby?
Will. No, I don't know about that, but when they talk about her in the Quran, she was always in the mosque.
Okay. That's still not giving me the context of why Jesus had to come from a virgin.
That's what I'm saying. It's to show the different ways that people can be created outside of the man and woman.
Oh, so look, we already know he created Adam, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so we know he is the author of life. Correct? We already know that he's all powerful, that he can do anything. Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
What befits his majesty?
Whatever befits his majesty. That's cool. But what was so important about the Messiah that the Messiah had to come from a virgin?
I'm not sure if that's ever been correlated in Islamic doctrine. Like
Exactly.
Maybe it has.
Exactly.
Maybe that's something Allah didn't tell us.
Exactly. He didn't tell y'all. Why do you think he didn't tell you?
Well, he did tell us she was very loyal to Allah. He did tell us that she was very loyal.
But that's not telling us why she had to be birthed to the Messiah.
Maybe
and she was a virgin.
It's the family of Imran. Because she's from the family of Imran, and Allah blessed the family of Imran. Musa was from the family of Imran, and so was Maryam and Isa, peace be upon them.
Do you know Mary? Okay, that's a whole nother subject because I don't want to get off on that tangent. I could deal with that later. What was so special about the Messiah? Because she gave birth to the Messiah. Could the Messiah have been birthed from a woman naturally? Like from a man and a woman?
Is that correlated in the Quran?
That's what I'm asking you.
I'm not sure. It may be, it may not be.
Okay, this is the point. This is the point. The Quran doesn't tell you why Mary had to be a virgin and why the Messiah had to come through a virgin. In the Bible, it gives you this context. It let us know why she was picked, why she had to be, she had to be a virgin, and why she had to be pure. It tells us this.
Read it. Read it.
Because she was going to get, okay, let's go. We'll go to Matthew 1:23. Hey, stop it.
Yo, what, the world?
Hey, what's up, Z?
Hey, what's up? I don't want to interrupt you, but I want to ask you something. Are you new to this conversation? Are you new to debate someone, or
Who?
you? Are
Am
you
I new?
Yeah.
No. Why would you say that?
Yeah, because of these questions, you know, these arguments that you have.
No,
Look,
these
so
are very
bad.
important questions.
Okay, is it mentioned in the Quran, for example? You're correct. Yes, you're correct.
This is what I'm trying to demonstrate to you.
Okay, when it's not there, why do you ask this then?
Because your Quran doesn't have context of why.
In context?
It doesn't have context. It lacks context to why Mary had to be a virgin and why the Messiah had to come from Mary.
So for you, it is better to accept, according to your Bible, to accept that God came to a man, is a man actually, and sacrificed himself.
Hold on, we'll get there.
For the original sin.
Z, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, we will get there.
But we can interrupt it. We can say, okay, it's Allah's majesty.
Okay, but Allah just you can't question in Islam. You never questioned this?
There's no problem. We are not here in Christianity. You cannot, but we can.
What?
And we have, and we did.
Okay, just chill out, and I'm gonna demonstrate to you why she had to be a virgin. Okay, Isaiah 7:14, it says, "Therefore the Lord Himself will give you a sign. The Lord will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel." This is fulfilling prophecy because God already told us why she had to be a virgin and what He's going to do beforehand.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Which verse is it again? Isaiah what?
Isaiah 7:14.
7:14.
Yeah.
And do you know what the Jews saying about that?
I don't care what the Jews say.
Yeah, but it's
are the Jews authoritative on you, Z?
It's their book, bro.
No, it's not. Book. No, it's not. It's not just their book. Yeah. It's the followers of Jesus' book. It's not just their book.
No, it's the follower of what?
It's just not their book. Okay. Well, then the Quran is only for Arabs.
Nope.
Okay. Well, then your point don't make sense. So kick back and go look at Isaiah 7:14.
You're using their book and they're telling us.
Go look at Isaiah 7:14.
I got you. I know that.
Don't bring up people that's not authoritative on me or authoritative on you. I can care less about what some Jews say.
Okay, but it's about interpretation.
Bro, are you going to look up Isaiah 7:14?
Okay, Emmanuel, you said about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. I'm going to look for that again. And I'm going to review you about that. By the way, do you know the translation about Emmanuel?
It means God with us.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Do you know the translation?
100%, bro. I know that I'm looking for the original stuff anytime. I'm not a huge fan of translation, by the way. Even in the Quran, I'm not using translation.
Yeah, that's why your Quran is only for Arabic speakers.
Nope, it is not.
Okay, so don't tell me that the Old Testament is only for the Jews.
Because it's their book. What do you mean?
And who did Allah say he was giving this book to through Muhammad? The Qurayshi people.
Okay, what came first, the Jews or the Christians? Thank you.
What? You didn't even make sense.
You only makes no sense, bro.
Bro, just read it.
I got you. Isaiah 7:14, right?
Yep.
Okay. I can read for you. Therefore, the
Go
Lord
ahead, read it.
himself will give you. Again, what?
I said, go ahead, read it.
Oh, yeah, sure. I was reading about it. Therefore, the Lord himself will give you. It's, by the way, the Hebrew is plural. A sign, the virgin or a young woman will conceive and give birth to a son, will call him Emmanuel.
Mm-hmm.
Means God with us.
It means God with us.
Yep.
Okay, so Mary was fulfilling prophecy, and we know why she had to be a virgin, because she was fulfilling prophecy that God had already promised 600 to 700 years before Mary
Okay.
was even born.
Wait. Yeah. Only one thing, only.
Okay, so why do your Quran say? What do your Quran say?
Yeah, but you're saying about the virgin.
What do your Quran say?
But first, you were talking about virgin, right?
What do your Quran say? It's a young
But it
maiden
also
and it
says
means
young
virgin.
woman.
I know what the Hebrew says. Don't start playing
Okay, it
games.
also says one young
It
woman.
means young maiden, virgin. Usually
No,
in
young
Hebrew,
woman.
in that context, it means virgin. Even in the Septuagint that was translated by 70
It's also says young
70 rabbis, they use the word virgin. So stop playing games. I'm not supposed to go around and around in a circle
Who's
with you.
saying virgin? Who's saying virgin?
In the Septuagint, 72 or 74 rabbis that translated the Hebrew scriptures into the Greek, they used the word virgin. So you saying that it's their books, they translated virgin in the Septuagint. So stop playing games and let's keep moving. What do your Quran say why Mary had to be a virgin?
Okay. Are you finished?
I'm waiting on the answer.
Okay, the Hebrew says young woman. I don't believe in you. I'll
Bro,
believe you. So
can you answer my question?
No, you're jumping. You
Okay, hold on. Are you denying that she was a virgin?
It's not about virgin. It's about.
Are you okay? Are you denying that she was a virgin?
Who?
You,
Me?
as a Muslim, do you deny that Mary was a virgin?
Why do you jump to the Quran? I'm telling.
Answer my question. Do you deny that Mary was a virgin?
Isaiah is telling about young woman.
Z, do you deny that Mary was a virgin?
Mary was a virgin, yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing? If you try to prove, hold on, this is how this is going to bite you in the butt. See, this is why I was having a good conversation. You come up here thinking you're all knowledgeable, thinking you're going to put me in my place by saying Isaiah 7:14 is saying that it means that it's just a young woman. But if you, hold on, just be quiet, because you're playing games and you think I don't know what I'm talking about. So if you want to discredit this verse about Mary being a virgin, then you are now going to throw your whole Quran under the bus and is going to falsify even your own Quran, because your Quran say she was unchaste and she was a virgin.
Yeah, but not the.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Young woman.
So what are you doing?
What do you mean?
Was she a virgin or not?
I'm not believing in the Bible.
Was she a virgin or not?
Mary was a virgin, but
Okay, so what are you doing? You acting stupid and you trying to see, this is what I don't get with Muslims. You think you'll pick out a point that discredit Christianity, but at the same time, this point would discredit your Quran. If you want to go with the Jews' interpretation that you think it just means young maiden and it doesn't mean virgin, then throw your Quran away.
Okay, first of all, okay, the word, and what's your name actually? My name
Call
is
me Word.
Word, okay, Word. You're kind of hypocrite. Why? I'm telling you.
I'm a hypocrite.
You're not. Let me tell you why, okay? Let me tell you why. You are not accepting the Jews. You said, I don't care about the Jews. On the other hand, you're saying, oh, the Jews, they're saying it's young, it's a virgin. So you are a hypocrite.
Okay, so what do the Jews say?
Pick up
What do the
what you
Jews say
need,
about
what you
this?
want.
Z, what do
Huh?
the Jews say about this?
The Jews, they don't believe in Mary. They don't believe in Jesus.
Okay,
They
do
don't
you
think
believe they're
about the-
correct?
Look,
Do you
why they
believe
don't
that they're
believe?
correct about Isaiah 7:14 that this is not a virgin?
Isaiah, I don't care about Isaiah.
Do
I
you
don't. I
believe
care
that
about the
this,
fact.
bro? Do you believe that the Jews are correct about Isaiah 7:14 and Mary wasn't a virgin? She was just a young maiden.
I'm not a, I don't. What do you mean? I'm not
Answer
accepting
my
Isaiah.
question, because you brought up this point for a reason.
You came. With
You brought up
Isaiah,
this
okay?
point about the word that's translated out of the Hebrew, meaning young
Yep.
maiden. You brought this word for a reason. What was your logic behind bringing this up?
Look, I'm coming with the original text.
What is your logic? What was
Sorry,
the
can you
point that you
repeat?
brought this up?
Okay, I
What
think we have a misconception.
what was the point?
The point is that you talking about virgin, okay? I said it's not about virgin. It's about
Was she
young
virgin
maiden.
or not?
That's it. Who?
Mary.
Yeah, she was. But
Okay,
why
so
do
you
keep
disagree with
Isaiah?
this
Why do
same.
keep Isaiah?
You
Your
disagree
argument
with
is false.
disagree with the ones that say that it's just a young maiden. You disagree with it as well. So what on earth are you doing?
Okay.
You're
So
frying
the
your Quran.
says,
This is what you're doing.
yeah, the Quran says, okay, the Quran says Mary was a virgin. But
Okay,
Isaiah
so
doesn't
what is
talk
the
about
point with
Mary.
you
Isaiah
contesting that
doesn't
it says
talk about
virgin?
Mary. Keep that in your mind, please.
Bro, what was the point with you bringing up that Mary was a virgin or not? What's the point?
Look.
Was she a virgin or was she
You
Z?
talked about Edward. You talked with Edward, and you said to him, why it doesn't mention in Quran the reason.
So do you agree with 714? Quit playing. I'm not finna go around the bush with
No,
you. Do
I
you
don't
agree
believe
with
in the
Isaiah
Bible.
714?
First of all, I don't believe it. But
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm looking for the original text. It says Emmanuel, and it's not about virgin.
Bro, yes it is about virgin. What are you talking
Nope.
about?
Look, ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT last.
I don't
any
care about
AI,
ChatGPT. I don't
ask
sit around and talk to
anything.
bots all day unless I'm talking to Muslims.
Okay, but any other stuff saying it's a young woman.
Do you deny that she was a virgin?
She was a virgin.
So Isaiah 7:14 is correct.
Who says that?
Is Isaiah 7:14 correct, Z?
It's not about Mary, man.
Bro, watch your head, man. Watch your head. Dude thought he had something coming up here talking about, well, the word for virgin really means just a young maiden.
No,
Oh,
virgin is a virgin.
and it doesn't mean virgin. Okay, it doesn't mean virgin. You just cooked your Quran because your Quran say she was a virgin.
She was a virgin.
Okay, but now Z is in the chat talking about what asked the Jews. Who cares what the Jews say? Because they disagree with this, and they disagree with Islam as far as she being a virgin. So what was his point?
We believe she had Jesus, and she was, virgin. She was one of the holy. He's actually did a chapter named after her in the Quran. She's one of the holiest women
Exactly.
in our religion, in Islam. So yeah, why is it an issue? I know Jews
Ask
don't
your
believe
Muslim
it.
brother.
Well, he might not be educated, but not
No, he
everyone
said
knows.
I wasn't educated.
No, I mean, is that an issue that she was a virgin though? It's a miracle.
Ask him.
He might have an issue with it, but I don't know. I mean,
Well,
listen,
then he don't believe in the Quran.
yeah, there are some people that just don't know the Quran very well.
No, he said, yeah, it's in the Quran that she was a virgin. So what is the point of you
Yeah, then
bringing
why
up
is it an
this?
issue? Why? Yeah, I mean, Mary is important to us. You know, she was a holy woman. She's a mother of Jesus, who we believe to be a Messiah. I know Jews don't believe she was a holy woman. They don't believe in Jesus being the Messiah, but that's their religion. You know, that's their faith. They're still waiting for the Messiah, by the way.
That's never going to
I don't
come.
know. Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, because the
I mean,
Messiah already came.
We have our own ideas of what they believe, but you know, we think that when Antichrist comes, they're gonna believe that he might be the Messiah, and they're gonna follow him.
Watch this. Come back up, Z. Watch this. He say, well, Isaiah 7:14 is just about a young
I
woman.
don't know what Isaiah. That's the Bible, so I don't. You have to read it to me to know what it is. But
Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel.
yeah, that's I can't speak for the Bible. I'm not Christian, so I can't speak for it.
Not nice to kick me.
Okay,
Actually.
Z.
And by the way,
Z.
my
Z.
words,
I'm going to
by
give
the
you
way.
one more chance. Z. If this is not talking about Mary, who is it talking about?
Okay. Fadi, by the way, when
Yes,
we
brother.
translate it from the Greek, or when we say it about the Hebrew, sorry, not the Greek, it's about Hebrew. We can't translate it to our language. For example, in English,
That's the brother.
it directly says
That's their
about
book.
a young
We don't
woman.
believe it's preserved. We don't believe the Torah and the current Bible
Yeah,
is
it's not
preserved. So we
preserved,
don't
but
take
I
it.
need to
As
argue
long as it
with them.
matches with the Quran, then we take it. If it doesn't match with the Quran, then we say we don't know it's true. We don't know. We don't know it's false. So we can't make any claims. But
No, he came
Mary
with the
in the
claim.
Quran,
No,
obviously in Islam, she's a virgin. Yes.
yeah, she was. I
That's what
agree
he's
with you,
asking you.
Fadi. I agree with you 100%, but he is twisting my words. He came with the argument with the Bible. I said, I don't accept the Bible. But when he accepted the Bible, okay, we can play with the Bible. Then we need to look for the original text. The original word for that is saying young woman, not about young, or it's about virgin, by the way. It's about young woman.
So name another
Yeah,
virgin that gave
my
birth
point.
to a
and if
child.
you want to argue with him regarding
Name another virgin that gave birth to a child, then Z.
I just told home, so I was like, hey, in Quran, yeah, we believe in our religion, she was a virgin.
No, what he's going to have to explain who
Yeah,
was
she
this
was a
talking
virgin.
about?
He has a whole chapter named after her in the
Yep,
Quran.
I know.
Who was
Yeah.
this talking about, Z?
But
The
not
only
only a
point what I have
virgin,
to
she's also the most righteous lady.
Okay, hold on, Farah.
Yep.
Hold on, Farah.
Agreed.
Z, who was this talking about?
What?
Therefore, she should be the model
Hold on, Farah.
Yeah.
to emulate.
Hold on, just hold
That is
on. I'm
true.
dealing
I
with
agree.
Z right now. I'll come to you in a minute. Z.
No, Mary is a big deal.
Okay, Fadi, hold on, Fadi. Z, who is this in Isaiah 7:14 talking about?
But host, is that it?
No.
Is that the question?
No. I'm gonna come to you. I wanna wrap this up with Z because he seems to have a problem with Isaiah 7:14.
Host, we can't hear you. I don't know if he's got himself on mute or he.
My bad. I want to wrap this up with Z because he seems to have a problem with Isaiah 7:14.
Oh, well, I can't speak on behalf. I mean, I'll let you talk to Z about that. I can't speak about.
So Z, who is this talking about, Z?
A young woman.
Which one?
Do I know? I don't know. Can you prove?
Okay, so you can't prove that this is not talking about
Can
Mary?
you prove it's not about Mary?
Who is the only young woman, the virgin, that was able to conceive a child?
Who says virgin, by the way?
The text.
Nope, it says about young woman again.
See this guy?
Mm-hmm.
So was Jesus, hold on, Z, was Jesus the Messiah before Islam?
Islam was always there.
Before your Quran came out and your prophet, was Jesus the Messiah?
Yeah, before Muhammad, yes.
Okay, thank you. So what? So right, Fadi. So Z, do you think this is the only place where it says that Mary was born of a virgin?
I don't know, and I don't care about the
Okay,
Bible. I
thank you.
said
You see, you
only
don't know. You
be
don't know
honest.
what
Be
you're talking
honest
about
next time.
because we have something in Matthew that you think doesn't even exist or you think is corrupt. Where this same angel, and we know that it's Gabriel from Luke because Luke retells this story, and it says that so all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the Lord through the prophet. What prophet? Isaiah. Behold, the virgin shall be with child and bear a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel. This is the evidence that Isaiah was talking about Mary.
Okay, and you thought you believe that Luke saw Jesus, right?
Don't try to switch the topic
No.
because you're getting in the
Luke.
jump
I'm
back
talking
in the
about Luke
pot.
now.
Jump back in the pot. Is Matthew 1:23 talking about the same virgin or the same young woman from Isaiah 7:14?
Okay, and should I prove it now?
Okay, so that's Mary.
No.
No,
Only because
no is not a refutation.
Only because someone came 2,000 years after and claiming that it's about Mary or someone else.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's about Mary.
No, it says literally, go up to 20. Matthew 1:20. But while he thought about these things, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream, saying, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take you, Mary, your wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit, and she will bring forth a son, and you should call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. So all of this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the Lord through the prophet, saying, behold, the virgin shall be with child and bear a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel. This is clearly talking about Mary. Now, remember, you can accept things from the Bible if it doesn't contradict with your Quran. This does not contradict with your Quran. See, he ran. Coward.
I'm sorry, you said it contradicts the Quran?
I said it doesn't contradict your Quran.
No, it doesn't. No.
So you have to accept this as being truthful when this is talking about Mary is the same one that was promised to be a virgin and to bear a child that was in Isaiah 7:14.
Yes.
Okay, see Z.
What is his point of view? Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. I will try to do my best, brother. English is not my best
Yeah,
level.
that's fine. I was just trying to understand the point of the argument, but then it was about Luke.
Yeah.
No, it was about Matthew.
Yeah, that Matthew, it is talking about. It is talking about Jesus. Yes.
It's talking about Mary.
Yes, and the born child is Jesus.
Exactly. So back to the subject. Since Z wanted to try to make a contention, a point that Isaiah 7:14 isn't talking about Mary, which he got cooked because that actually aligns with your Quran.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, the thing is that maybe he's running from the from the meaning of the name of Emmanuel in Hebrew, maybe because the name, the meaning of the name is like God with us.
God with us.
God with us. But no problem. God with me too now. It's okay. No
exactly. Problem. But the reason why she had to be a virgin and unchaste is because God was going to be in her as a baby boy. Okay. Even in your Quran, it says that Jesus, Isa, was pure.
Yeah, well, that's where pure is different than God.
So who else was born pure?
We're all born pure.
No, you're not.
You know,
Yo, yo.
No.
Why, you
In
believe
your
God is the
hadith,
same?
it says that Satan touches each one of us with two of his fingers on on each side.
Read the hadith for me, please.
Who said that?
That's what your Quran
Read the
says.
hadith. Read, no,
Nah.
you said hadith. You didn't say
Brother,
Quran.
you read it.
No, host. Don't. You said
So you
hadith.
don't buy the hadith? You a Quran
No,
only?
you just said Quran, then you said hadith.
No,
You
I
said
said
Quran.
the hadith.
Okay, could you read it for us?
So do you accept hadith?
Of course, but depends. There's authentic hadiths and there's weak hadiths.
So you think this is a weak hadith?
Well, I mean, let's find out. Read it for us.
Okay. Give me a minute.
And you have to read the, there is like a, same like authentication, like,
Yeah,
like
I know about the chains of narrations and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. The Bukhari is Sahih Muslim.
I don't know, but can I ask you? Can I ask you before?
Yeah, hold on. Let me read the hadith first. Sahih al-Bukhari 3286. Sahih al-Bukhari 3286. If anybody want to look it up on YouTube, I put the link in the chat. Appreciate that, Sister Sajida.
I don't see it.
Sahih al-Bukhari 3286.
Okay, read it in English.
Okay, narrated by Abu Hurairah. Who is Abu Hurairah? The father of the cats. Okay. The prophet said, when any human being is born, Satan touches him at both sides of the body with his two fingers, except Jesus, the son of Mary, whom Satan tried to touch but failed, for he touched the placenta cover instead. So Jesus is the only one, right? That Satan didn't touch. He was a pure boy.
Which website is this?
Yes.
What do you mean? This is sunnah.com.
I found the hadith, but see, let's assume this hadith is okay, legit.
It's Sahih Abu Khari, bro.
Yes. So what is the problem?
Okay, you said the problem is you said that we are all born pure, which is not true.
Yeah, we are born pure.
No, it's not. The hadith says that everyone Satan touches on both sides of the body with his two fingers, except Jesus.
That makes us unpure.
Except because Satan touched you, of course,
brother.
Okay.
I don't know about him, but I'm different.
You don't know about who?
About my Fadi.
So you don't accept hadiths?
Wait. I'm different. I see. We had issues. There is like.
You had issues with what?
With hadith.
Oh, so you don't buy this hadith, even though it's in Sahih al-Bukhari?
Wait. I'm not saying that, but I will tell you. I'm just using my mind. God.
No, you can't just use your mind. You got to go with your sources.
No, I can't. If I did not use my mind, I will end up.
You can't go with you got to go with your sources, bro.
I understand.
If you don't go with your sources, then you're committing bid'ah, innovation.
Wait. There is like a conditions for it. We have conditions for it. You cannot just apply it to anyone. This is how people get killed. You understand, right?
Bro, do you deny this hadith?
Wait. I will talk to you about myself. God will talk to me alone. In the judgment day, right? So I will use my mind, and I will be responsible of what I'm using. Because God will talk to me alone, and after that, God will judge me. This is how you find truth. If it wasn't, Christianity.
Do you, bro, Mo? Please, I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying because I got people waiting. Do you disagree with this hadith, Mo?
I can go down.
I don't disagree with
I want
it.
to talk to you. I want to talk to you, but
yeah,
Mo's trying to squirm out of it.
I can go down.
Mo, if you don't want to accept the hadith, that's up to you. But I accept it. Okay.
So
I will go down.
That's fine.
You can't discredit this hadith. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, and you're doing bid'ah if you try to
I
Explain
mean,
your
it's
way
not
out
going
of
to
this
do
hadith.
anything in it. It's just the prophet informing us. But yeah,
Right. So is it true, according to this hadith, Fadi, everyone is
yes,
touched by Satan with his two fingers
yep,
except for
yep,
Jesus?
that is correct. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So he is the only one that was
No,
pure.
no, see, no. Now you just make an assumption. I agree with you with the first part. That
What's the
doesn't mean that
assumption?
we were born with sins or anything like that. No, we're all born pure. You're an innocent
No.
baby. You don't make. How can a baby, commit a sin? So you're assuming that when we say when someone is pure, it means that they haven't committed any sins. An infant can't commit any sins. Infant doesn't know better. That's right when you were born. Now you jump into the conclusion saying no, you have sins because you've been touched by Satan on your way out. See, that's the difference. You have a different conclusion than we do.
No, I
You guys
don't.
believe every human being is born with the sin of Adam. We don't believe that. We believe every child is pure until they hit, until they're old enough to realize what they're doing. So even if you die at the age of 6, 7, 8, right? You're still a child. You haven't hit puberty. You're still pure and innocent.
Okay, let me
That's
show
our
you.
religion.
Let me show you, since you want to go there. Let me
Go
show
ahead.
you what your prophet says.
But to assume that an infant
Hold on.
ever
I,
has
well,
sins because
so it's wrong to even assume that an infant can be going, is sinful, can go to hell. Correct?
to an infant to have sins,
Yeah,
an infant to go have sins and go to hell?
that's wrong, right?
No, that's wrong. Yeah.
Okay. Sahih Muslim 2662C. Sahih Muslim 2662C. Aisha, the mother of the believer, said that Allah's messenger was called to lead the funeral prayer of a child of the Ansar. I said, Allah's messenger, there is happiness for this child, who is a bird from the birds of paradise, for it committed no sin, nor has he reached the age when one can commit sin. So this child is pure, correct?
Yeah.
He said, Aisha, peradventure, hold on, Aisha, it may be otherwise, because God created for paradise those who fit for it, while they were yet in their father's loins, and created for hell those who are to go to hell. He created them for hell, while they were yet in their father's loins. So before they was even in the mother's womb, in the father's loins, Allah created people for heaven or hell. And Aisha is saying, well, hold on. This baby is haven't committed sin, nor is it of the age to even commit sin. So it is a bird from the bird of paradise. Muhammad said, no, hold on, Aisha, you can't say that. Because Allah created people to go to hell while they was yet in their father's loins. So now you also think differently about this hadith.
No. Are you done? So, because I could answer. Are you done?
Go ahead.
All right. You finish that way when they're in their father's loins, right? So Allah knows if we're going to go to heaven or hell before we're even born. But it doesn't mean that we are born with sin. So you have to get older and commit that action. God gave us free will to do what we choose to do. That's why you either go to hell or you go to Jannah or you go to heaven.
So why is this baby?
You're born with those sins. No,
Okay, so why is this baby have a chance of going to hell according to your prophet?
Because the baby doesn't say baby. You get older. Did you hear?
No,
Read the hadith
do this baby have a chance to get older?
Read the hadith, but that's a translation, brother.
Do this baby have a chance to get older?
The translation.
Fadi,
I know which hadith you're talking about.
focus.
I'm telling you right now. I speak Arabic.
Calm down and focus.
Okay, I'm answering you.
Calm down and focus. Fadi, is this baby dead?
He's not talking. He's talking in general.
Is this baby dead?
He's not talking about the baby. He's talking in general.
He's not talking about the baby. Aisha was directly talking about this baby.
He's talking about the statement.
Bro,
right?
Aisha was talking about this baby.
Host, once again, you're reading the translation.
Right? So now it's the translation.
Yes, if you look, there are multiple translations to the hadith.
listen to me.
He's talking about
Listen
incredible,
to
and he's
me
like,
very, very closely, Fadi.
I am listening.
Aisha
But I'm
is
answering you,
talking
but you're
about,
listening to me.
bro, I'm not going to talk over you. Aisha
Then
is talking about this baby who died, and they are at his funeral. And Aisha said that this baby hadn't committed any sin, and it wasn't of age to commit any sin. And Muhammad said, and she said, he's going to paradise. Muhammad said, no, Aisha, it may be otherwise. What may be otherwise? That this baby is going to paradise. Why is Muhammad saying this? Because those Allah created those to go to hell that is fit to go to hell.
Yeah, you aren't listening. I explained.
No, you're not listening because you're going against what this hadith says.
Read in Arabic. How's the Arabic? How's the Arabic?
Can you read Arabic?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna put it on the board for you.
All right. Ask me if I read Arabic, dude.
I don't know. 90% of Muslims don't read Arabic.
80%.
Can I add one thing, brother?
Hold on. Let him read. Hold on. Let me clean off my. Can you read that?
No. حدثنا أبو بكر ابن ربيعة حدثنا وكيع. Keep going. عن طلحة بن. Okay, these are the sources. Then move back. Okay, still sources in Mu'mineen. Mu'mineen means the mother of the believer. Someone in the chat was like, "Oh, she's the mother of Muslims." How?
Bro, just read the source, bro. Read the hadith. Read the hadith.
Yeah, but you got to move back to the right. Move. Okay, like yeah, min ansar. Okay, okay, move. Rasulullah. عصافير الجنة. Okay. Okay, keep going. لم يعمل. ولم go back. أشبه فقال من ذلك في عائشة إن الله خلق الجنة أهلا خلقهم. Okay, go back. Go back. Go. Going. Okay. Go. Okay, yeah, exactly.
So what does it say?
So basically, saying from the time their loins and their parents, they either heaven or hell.
Okay, so it says exactly what the English says, right?
Yeah. No, it's not. But you're assuming that they're talking about
No, it's not. You just said it was.
You're assuming they're talking about that child. Look up the
bro. Where are they?
Look up the tafsir of the hadith.
Where are they?
Brother.
Where are they, Fadi?
Brother.
You just read it. Where are they, Fadi?
Okay. I'm telling you, if it grows up and commits sins, like
it's not talking about growing up nowhere.
Sins. He says from the time they're in their parents' lords, God knows if they're gonna go to hell or heaven.
Brother.
I'm listening.
Wait a minute. So the thing is that for the people going to the heaven or going to the the hell, it is not talking about growing, but this is the language. This is the difficulty of the language.
Oh man, here they go.
It is.
You know what's funny?
It is, if you have to believe it or not, but that's it.
Was the English translation accurate? Fadi, was the English translation accurate?
Yeah, host. No, it's not.
It was not.
Host, let me explain something real quick.
Was the English translation accurate?
It was not accurate.
No, it's not. Let me explain something.
Oh, no, it's not. You just said yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm telling you right now. No, it is correct. The way you understood it is
okay.
Okay, what I'm saying is, with Islam, we don't go by translation. We have the originals, right? They're like the Quran, the Hadith. We have the original.
You
So
just read it in the original. You just read
Okay,
it.
I read it to you the original.
Okay.
Yes, and I explained it to you, but you
And the
like, no,
original
this is
is
what I
saying
understood
what
from the
Fadi
English.
said, and the original is
Guys,
saying
Right?
what Fadi said.
Mary is important to Islam because when Muhammad tried to convince Christians he's their prophet, he took some Christian stories. That's the only reason.
Look,
That's why
Hold.
when Muhammad wanted
How
to
do you
tell the
let
Jews
people
that he's a
like
prophet, he took some
host?
of the
I
Jewish
wanted to
stories
ask
and
you this
copied them.
question. But
Okay.
you
That's
have
all it is.
like this
It's
guy over
That's our opinion. No problem.
Yeah, good dip, bro. I hate bigots. But host,
But
once again,
can I?
I don't
I
want
had a
Mo,
question from the beginning. I did
Give
not
me
ask.
Mo. I'll let you ask. Let me just say something to the host because I gotta go. Host, I like having respectful discussions with Christians. That's how we learn about each other, right? So I don't like the attacks going back and forth. That's how you learn. That's how I like right now you're a Christian. God knows where you're gonna be 10 years, 20, 30 years from now. Well, God only knows, right? But I don't want to come off as a douche in any way. But I try to teach people the foundation, right? With Islam, we have the actual text of the time, right? So it's usually good. So if there's something that doesn't make sense to you, you could ask without without jumping to conclusions. Or without
I'm not
assuming
jumping
that
to
what you read
conclusion.
in English is the correct reading.
Reading,
Because there are a
I
lot of
have reading
Islamophobes out there. They
comprehension,
love
bro.
posting stuff like that online.
Fadi.
And they're like, oh, look what it says here.
Fadi.
We don't
I
no
have
Muslim
reading
believes,
comprehension and I can understand
I get
clearly
it.
what I'm reading.
No Muslim believes an infant will go to hell. No Muslim believes that.
Then your prophet did.
That's the way you read it. That's the way you read it.
That's the way it was.
No, that's a translation.
Bro, you just read the Arabic and you
I
said
read it.
the
I know what
translation
it
is
said.
correct.
I know what it said in Arabic. I know what it says in Arabic. I know the hadith. If you're not the first person to bring it up, I don't have it memorized, but I know the hadith.
Okay,
So
but your
you can
hadith
believe what you want to
said
believe.
this, did it not?
Listen, you can believe what you want to believe. That's your choice.
That's not a refutation.
Can I ask now? Can I ask now?
That's not a
All right, Mo,
refutation,
You
Fadi.
done?
I'm gonna head out,
You
brother.
done?
I'll be back on later. We can talk some more.
Okay. Shukran, ya Habib.
Take care.
Okay, thank you. So let me ask, okay? Because you asked us like 2 times or 3 times. Okay. I know you are taking this path because this is in the core of Christianity. Like we are born with the sin that committed by Adam, right? Right? This is the
We
core,
don't
right?
believe. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Go ahead, finish, and I'm gonna show you something.
No, this is, this is like a short question. So we should, let's say I want to be a Christian now. So I should believe that I was born with the sin that committed by Adam. Is this like in the beliefs? I don't know.
Are you
You hear
asking
me?
me a question?
Yeah, this is the question, yeah.
Okay. We don't believe that we're born and guilty from birth because of what Adam did. That's not what we believe in. We believe that we are children of Adam and we inherited his nature, right? His human nature, his fallen nature that will lead us to sin. That's the original sin argument. We don't believe that babies that die go to hell because they're sinful.
It's not fair,
Oh, I know. This is what I'm trying to show you. We don't believe that. We don't believe that. Okay.
Yeah,
We believe that we be born with a sin nature and that we have the instincts to sin. Not that we are actually guilty for what Adam and Eve did. So no, babies do not go to hell. But I'm gonna show you that even in your Quran, hold on. Even in your Quran,
but I told you it's the language. This is how they speak. The Arabs. I'm not
hold
Arab.
on,
I'm
bro.
African guy.
Hold on.
I'm from Africa, but this is how they speak.
Let me show you that even in your Quran, you are suffering from Adam's sin that he did in the garden.
Okay.
Why aren't Muslims in Jannah or in paradise now?
Okay.
Why aren't they?
Okay, I understand what you're going.
No, I'm just saying. What is your answer? Why aren't you in paradise?
because of sin, but he did. But
Because of
I will
whose
not
sin?
take Adam.
Exactly. So now you are suffering because you're not in paradise because
Man,
of
I'm
Adam's
chilling. I'm
sin.
not suffering. Why I'm suffering?
Because you're not in paradise. You're on earth where diseases are.
I'm going there.
Hold on, Mo.
I'm
Mo,
going
listen.
there.
Listen closely. You are on earth where diseases are, where unaliving happens, where people starve. You are not in paradise because of Adam and Eve's sin.
Okay, but see, this is the difference. If you are trying, so this is why I don't talk. Even I don't talk to Muslims, because I think different. Like I told you, why you thought that the paradise is like in the sky, that heaven, the last paradise. Why you thought that? Why? Is there like in Quran or even in the Injil? Is there saying that it was in the heaven, like in the
You
sky?
got some weird
Is
noise
there
behind you,
anything?
bro.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm driving, but I don't know. I will mute myself. I will listen to.
No, but I'm trying to show you. And we diverged the topic because I'm trying to show you.
If you show me anything,
Hold on,
anything,
bro. Hold on.
Different.
Mo, hold on.
You will be different.
Hey, Mo, calm down. I'm trying to show you
Go ahead, man.
that this leads to why Jesus had to be born of a virgin, Mary, who was pure and sinless, because Jesus was the Messiah. He was God in the flesh, and he couldn't be indwelling in a sinful body.
Okay, and now
This is why he had to be born of a virgin.
Okay, but you think just because Jesus was born of a virgin, he's a God? You think?
No, because it fulfills the prophecy.
That's okay, no problem. Like I told you, God with me too now.
So what was the prophecy? What's the prophecy?
Adam, you know Adam, right? You believe Adam? He did not have a father. He did not have a mother, right?
He's not fulfilling prophecy.
So wait, no problem. But Adam did not have a father. Did not have a mother. So what is that?
Of course, he was the first man. Of course, he wasn't going to have a father and a mother because he was the first man.
If there was like a bigger miracle, being there without a father or mother.
Bro, he was literally the first man. There wasn't no father or mother. He was the first man.
No problem. If God can create a person without a father or mother, he can create a person without
Appreciate
a father.
the subscribe.
You think it's like
Teresa Mayfield.
It would be hard for him?
Bro, you're not getting the point. What is
hold
on.
But I'm asking you.
Hold on. The Messiah that came from a virgin. Why is Jesus the Messiah in Islam?
You are taking me to a different point, man.
No, this all connected.
You have. I know you have points you already prepared for, but this is a different point from.
This is all connected, Mo. Why is Jesus the Messiah in Islam?
How?
Why?
How it is connected? How is
because Jesus was born of this virgin.
Okay, no problem. We believe on that.
Okay. Cool. Listen. Let me show you.
No, we believe, brother. I'm with you. We believe on that.
Okay, he's the Messiah, but why?
You said he was born of a virgin. We believe on that. That's
yeah,
okay.
but why? Let me show you from your Quran. 345. Okay. It says, remember when the angels proclaimed, "O Mary, Allah gives you good news of a word from him." So Jesus is the word of Allah. His name will be the Messiah. Jesus, son of Mary, honored in this world and the hereafter. And he will be one of those nearest. So is Jesus the word of Allah?
Everything is the word of Allah.
Okay, so is the word? No, everything is not the word of Allah.
Oh my God! So it is. So you think that things can be created without God willing?
Show me anyone. Okay, Mo, let's go with that. Show me anyone or any thing that's called the word of Allah besides Jesus in your Quran?
I'm driving, but I can show you that there is a verse in Quran said, whatever God wants, he only say be and it will be. I think the
Okay,
be is the word, right?
I understand being it is kun fayakun. But who
Yep.
is the word of Allah? Who is the
So you
word of
think
Allah?
so you think if God said Jesus is the word of Allah, he's God. So
Is
he's
Allah
saying
is
to himself
Allah's
to
word
be.
created?
Say it again. Sorry.
Is Allah's word created?
Okay, yes. I believe
Allah's
that,
word is created?
yeah.
So Allah had
What's the
to
problem?
create his word to be able to express himself.
Man, you believe that God came to a human. You cannot
That's
believe
not
that.
what I'm asking you. That's not what I'm asking you.
Come
Is
on, man.
Allah's word created?
Yes, but I don't know
Yes.
what you are taking me to. I don't know why you are taking me to this route.
Because I'm trying to show you that Allah's word is Allah's word one of his attributes? Mo, is Allah's word one of his attributes?
I'm sorry, man, but I think we are opening a lot of points at the same time.
No, we're still on the
I'm
same
lost.
topic.
You know, this is not an interrogation. You know, you cannot ask and I say yes, no.
What do you mean? We're having a discussion. Within
Oh no, you
discussions,
are
we
asking.
ask questions and we give
You are
answers.
asking. No. You are asking only. You know, I had to ask one time.
Because this
You
is
know,
the topic. I'm sticking you to the topic.
your topic is why Jesus is important in Islam.
Why is Mary so important? And
And we have a chapter called Mary.
it correlates directly with Jesus.
Even in the Bible, there is no chapter called Mary. We have a chapter called Mary in Islam. So
That doesn't matter, bro. Why
because she's important.
is Jesus called the word of Allah?
Wait, 1 minute. I have to. I will come back to you. I have to. I will come back to you, man.
Yeah, Mo.
Oh.
Watch your head on the way out,
One
bro.
minute. Oh.
These people. Muslims only, people. Muslims only, please. I can bring Jay up. He can.
He said thank you to you when you said watch your head out, dude. Salam alaikum, man.
Salam
You're
alaikum,
doing double
CJ.
duty today, dude? You're doing double duty?
Yeah, I had one earlier because Amin wanted to go earlier since James is out of town and I was off of work, so I went live for Amin earlier.
Ah, okay.
If you're not Muslim, please don't
Videos, dude.
request.
I've been busy just doing videos, dude. I've been doing I went and yeah, I'm in that headspace now where I'm just going to do lots of refutation stuff.
On YouTube?
Yeah, on TikTok. If you go see my videos, I started doing a lot of them, dude. Well, I'm all doing it to Orthodox Muslim, dude. The kind of garbage he does, dude, every night. I'm like, boy, we got it. And the Christians who go up who don't know stuff just go up there, dude. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and they think he be cooking.
Right.
Zoo six. I don't know how you say your name. Zuzu.
Yeah, just say 221.
221. What's happening, man? You Muslim?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
All right, good to see you. Good to meet you, bro.
All right, me too. So let me ask one question though. What's the purpose of this?
What's the purpose of what?
Of this show, this live? Like, what's the purpose? What
It's the purpose to show that Muslims, y'all have the virgin birth in your Quran, but it really doesn't make no difference to the Quran. If the virgin birth was in your Quran, it wouldn't make any difference, right? With your theology and what you believe. So why is it there?
How does it not make I mean, do you know that Virgin Mary is the highest woman that in terms of regard, like
Yeah,
in
why?
the Muslim faith? Because how special her, not even her birth, but way before her birth, what happened? Do you know? Do you guys know the history of why Virgin Mary happened in the first place? Like
Yeah,
her
because she
parents?
was in the mosques supposedly praying and doing diligent work for
No, no, no,
Allah.
no,
And her
no.
mother
Way before that.
always
Wait.
wanted a son, and she couldn't have a son. So Allah said that He was going to give her a son through Mary. 221.
Well, the parent, yeah, the parents, the
Yeah,
Imran
that's what
family.
I said, right? Her
Okay,
mom
okay, all right.
specifically.
So the whole point is just to show, first of all, that women could be holy, right? That they have, like, is well regarded. I mean, we have a whole surah about her, a whole surah. I mean, a whole history about Jesus and the miracle birth and all that stuff,
Yeah, we got
right?
plenty of holy women in the Bible.
But not as Virgin Mary.
So I'm asking you, what makes her so special? Why did she have to be a virgin? And why did she the one that had to be the Messiah to give birth to
Well,
the
I mean,
Messiah?
all right. I mean, God creates whatever He wills, right? Like He just creates whatever He wants. I mean, He's the Creator, so He creates whatever He wants. And He says in the Quran, now these people are making this birth as a miracle, but haven't they seen the birth of Adam? Like they saying that, oh, he has no father, from a virgin, whatever. But
Because he was the
this
first
is
human being, bro.
by the way, this is the Bible. This is in the Quran. It says that they are not looking at the birth or the creation of Adam. It's more miraculous. At least this one has a
No, it's
mother,
not.
right?
He was the first
Huh?
man, of course.
Okay. All right. So what about the second? What about the second man?
He came from Adam and Eve.
No, he came from Adam. The second is actually Eve. So no mother, but has a father,
Okay.
right?
And
So it just shows you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just creates whatever He wills, right? And because He creates something doesn't make this thing, so super this or so super that. Because if you keep looking, you're gonna find something more miraculous, right? One thing I just want to
so
say
why the Messiah couldn't come from just a regular old woman?
again, you know, if you want an answer of every question you have, like you might as well just go into science. This is called a faith.
Bro, I know,
Yeah.
and we're talking about our text, bro.
Right?
Just say your Quran doesn't tell you and you don't know.
Yeah, because listen, some of the stuff in the Bible, for example, the Quran explains those facts. Like they were
No,
blurry
he
or they
does.
were
No,
they
it
were, they
doesn't.
were
No, it doesn't. It gets
there's a,
them
there's a lot
wrong.
of things. Just search. Some
It
of the
gets
things
them
were far.
wrong.
Well, that's your interpretation. But listen, the Quran came
That's your
after.
interpretation that it corrects them.
Okay, the Quran came after the Bible, right? Now, if you want to search, there will be some things that the Quran clears, right? Gives more details, gives scientific details, by the way, and science, agrees more with the Quran than with the Bible. Now,
Bro,
I just want to,
bro. This is not a scientific miracle live. I'm asking you a specific question,
yeah.
right? Why did she have to be a virgin?
Why did you listen? I don't know. I mean, this
Exactly.
is just God. God said that we send the angel to give her the good news, and the angel came to her. I mean, this is what's in the
And
Quran.
what is
The
the good
angel came to
news?
her. The angel came to her. You're gonna have a son.
What
She
and who is
said,
that?
well, okay, the angel.
No, who is the son?
Well, yeah, the son is Jesus.
Is Jesus, correct?
Yeah,
The
the son
Messiah,
is Jesus.
correct?
Jesus, listen, whatever tag you want to put on it, whatever
So you don't
accolade,
believe Jesus
fine.
is the Messiah?
No. It's listen. I'm just saying that Jesus is a prophet, just like any other prophet have something that makes them special. Like, but one
What
thing I
other
want to
prophet was
emphasize.
born of a virgin?
No, okay.
What other prophet is the Messiah?
Again,
What
every
other
prophet
prophet is
has
called the
something.
word of Allah?
How is Jesus called the word of
What
Allah?
other prophet
The
is
word
going
of
to come and defeat the Dajjal?
look the word of Allah. I heard you say that is kalim Allah. Kalam is the
Yeah.
word.
And who's
Kalam
the
Allah.
Kalam
So
Allah?
Jesus is the kalam Allah.
Yes.
Well, I didn't know that. I
Read
mean, we
345.
call Jesus
Read
Ruh Allah,
345, please.
the spirit,
Read
right?
345, please.
345. What's that?
That's in your Quran. Surah Al-Imran 45.
45. Okay. Now,
And he's the Kalamat
now,
Allah.
so what are you trying to prove that Jesus is? You're trying to prove Jesus is God?
I'm trying to prove to you that Jesus, Mary, was fulfilling prophecy, why she had to be a virgin, and what's the reason.
Okay. So
So
what is the reason?
in Jesus is the word of Allah, correct?
Now, have you read? Because I see you are well read, like you know a lot about Islam. Now, do you know what Allah Subhanahu wa Taala says about people calling Jesus God?
Bro,
Like, do you
bro, we will
have you
get to
read that?
that. We will get to that.
Okay.
But
All right.
first,
Okay. Good.
but
Good.
first, Jesus is the word of Allah, right?
Okay. Let me go to three. You said three what
45.
again?
Read it in Arabic if you can read Arabic. Abdullah, is you still here?
Yep.
You still here, Abdullah?
Yep.
Okay. Just checking on you, man. You've been quiet.
Yep.
What, you getting that shuba hot?
Am I muted? Oh, here.
Yeah, once you leave the app, it mutes your
Yeah.
microphone.
So what I'm not going to read in Arabic because you guys don't understand Arabic, so it doesn't make sense
But
for
I
me
got
to
the
come
translation up that I
speak
can read
Chinese.
it in
Yeah. So
Arabic.
let's go straight to the translation.
No, I'm saying
You said the
I
word.
can see what it says in Arabic too.
Yeah, but you are saying the word of Allah. I'm seeing the word from Allah,
What
which
is
is a
kalamat
big
Allah?
difference. Kalim Allah.
Yeah, kalamat Allah.
Kalimatullah.
Once again, if you off the app, we can't hear you if you're speaking. If you haven't already on YouTube, man, please go ahead and hit that like button. I see we got 90 people in here. Hopefully everyone has hit the like button. We got 74 likes. Let's get that up. Everyone hit the like button, please. If the TikTok is
Yes.
lagging, go to my YouTube channel. There's no lag there. TikTok been having trouble with lagging for some reason. If the
Yeah.
TikTok is lagging, go to my YouTube page, my
Yeah. People
channel,
need just
and it's on there.
people need to like the live. Like people just need to give some hearts, and it will.
Yeah, y'all listen to them. Even if you're Muslim, go ahead and like the live up.
Yeah, just like the
Tap the
life,
screen.
like the life, like help the brother out. At
I
least he's making
appreciate that,
dawah.
221.
Yeah. So I just read, and it says a word from him.
Still
Okay.
reading the translation.
No, listen to me. See, that's the thing. Arabic is very precise. Arabic is very, very. So if you are not well versed in Arabic, right? you better be careful, because I saw earlier also there was another discrepancy we have, because you guys translate literally from English to, and that could lead you into just misconstruing some things, because a word of Allah and a word from Allah is a completely different thing, right? So for me, this here, when I read the translations, it says a word from him, and as a matter of fact, the angel is coming to Virgin Mary saying, I'm bringing you a word. I'm not bringing you a word of Allah. I'm bringing you a word from Allah. This is the good news. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm a virgin. How can I bear a child? You say, well, this is when your Lord wants something, he says, be, and it is. Kun fayakun. Be, and it will be. And that's just that's the matter. That's it. Right? So, but if your point is to go all the way forward to say that Jesus is God, I'm going to help you out, right? To cut that, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just gives us the solution for this.
Okay,
And
before you go, I understand what you're saying. Mishkat al-Masabi 5762. This is in Hadith. It says Ibn Abbas told that when some of the companions of God's messenger was sitting, he came out, and when he came near them, he heard them discussing. One of them said God had taken Abraham as a friend. Another said he spoke directly to Moses. Another said Jesus is God's word and a spirit. And another said God chose Adam. God's messenger then came out to them and said, I have heard what you have said, and you wondered that Adam was God's friend, as indeed he was, that Moses was God's confidant, as indeed he was, that Jesus was his spirit and word, as indeed he was. So Muhammad is saying that Jesus is Allah's spirit and his word, even in the hadith.
From the teaching that I've learned and I've heard over the year, I mean, I told you this earlier. I say every prophet has something that other prophets don't have. And for Isa, which is Jesus for us, he's a spirit, ruh. He's a ruh Allah. He's a spirit.
It's the spirit of Allah.
So this word that you guys are saying, or that you are saying, this is the first time I hear it.
Is Allah's spirit created?
Is Allah's spirit created?
And his word. Is his word and his spirit created?
Is Allah's friend created?
Is his word and his spirit?
Again, I'm just, see, you are taking,
I'm asking you just a question, bro.
Qualifications. You're taking qualification and you're asking if they are created. Now you have other qualification that you just read, right? The friend of Allah, the word of Allah again. There's other things that you just said, right? Are those created? If they are created, obviously this other one, this is just a qualification. This is a tag. This is not something that you take as a face value. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is too majestuous for his spirit or his word to be cast into a being, into something.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Something that we
in 345, it literally says, hold on. Let me show you that what you're saying is not true. Because he threw down his word to Mary, correct?
He threw down his word?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just said be, and it is. I mean, see,
is be and it is created?
Explaining to her that this is how things go with Allah. When he wants something, he just say be, and it is.
Is that created?
Meaning that the angel was telling her that, listen, I have no explanation for this. Like the master wants something and he says be, and it is. Like that's what it is.
Be and it is created, bro.
Huh?
It's Allah's words, correct? Be and it is.
Be and it is.
Is it created?
It just is. I don't know if it's created. I mean, we see it as created, but it says be and it is. That's a whole process of that if is it a creation right there? It's just, this is how kun fayakun. That's it. It's kun fayakun al khaliq. It doesn't say created. Khaliq is creation.
Okay, let me show you. 4171. Let me show you what 4171 says. It says, O people of the book, Do not go to extremes regarding your faith, saying nothing about Allah except the truth. The Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, was no more than the messenger and the fulfillment of his word. The fulfillment and all that, that's not even in there. That's added. His word. And through Mary and a spirit from him. Okay? So it is, Isa is his word. Jesus is his word. And a spirit from him.
So what kind of correlation are you trying to, like, you trying to establish that Allah is Jesus? Is that what you're trying to?
This is what I'm trying to show you. When it comes to Jesus, let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Ask me a question. Can I give it the answer?
Okay, go ahead.
This is what I'm trying to show you. When it comes to the Quran, in its view on Jesus, you get mixed interpretations. You get mixed up things, because if he's a spirit and he's Allah's word is eternal. Allah always had his word, right? Mm-hmm. And Allah's spirit, can't nothing about Allah be created. So if we see only Jesus, Isa, is called his word and his spirit, then there's part of Jesus that was uncreated, because it comes straight from Allah.
Okay. All right. So now let me tell you something. We as Muslim, we believe that we were created in the image.
Go ahead.
You guys believe that too?
That we was what?
That we were created in the image of Allah. So imagine if I take this word at face value, I could say I'm God.
No.
Well, I was created in the image of Allah.
You didn't already exist before your humanity.
So who existed before humanity?
Jesus.
Okay.
Right. Let me ask you another question. Let me ask you a question.
Why did he need to be born then?
Because he came down in flesh to be a sign for humanity and a mercy upon us. Okay. According to your Quran.
God gives us the qualification or the attributes. If you wanna know
what?
If something
he gave
someone is God, is God, I'm just gonna help you out. If you want to know if something or someone is God, right? Go to Surah Al-Ikhlas. I believe it's 112. God, this is the
I know
ID
what
of God.
I know Surah Al-Ikhlas.
And if you,
he's not a beginning or begotten.
Anybody passes that test,
I know he
has
no.
Is God.
I know Surah Al-Ikhlas.
Okay, all right. So why are you in doubt?
Okay, listen.
And as a matter of fact, out of all the prophets, and this is just how weird things are. Out of all the prophets, there's this one prophet that we could be sure we know his birthday.
And who is that?
We could be sure we know his mother. It's Jesus.
Exactly. You know why? Okay, hold on. Let me show you. Hold on.
I was never begotten, and I won't be God.
Two.
I will never be born.
Okay, he's going into bot mode. Calm down, bro.
Okay.
Calm down. We just having a discussion. Calm down. I know this is difficult. But let me show you. Let me show you that Jesus actually existed even in your Quran before you went to Mary. It says in 345, just remember, when the angels proclaimed, "O Mary, Allah gives you a good news, his kalamatullah, the word of him. His name is the Messiah." That word already had a name. His name is the Messiah.
But the Messiah is not his name. You don't call
that. Well, you got to take that up with your Quran.
It's an attribute. It's something. It's an attribute. You know,
it's a title.
You know it. I know it. You guys call it Jesus. We call him Isa. Right.
It's a title. The Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary.
It's a title. Okay.
Okay. So Jesus already had a name before he came into Mary. He already had a name, and his name was Jesus.
Okay, does you say the his name is or his name will be?
His name is, in the Arabic, it says his name is the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary.
Okay,
Read
and
the
what does
Arabic. Just go ahead and read the Arabic so you can see I'm not lying.
I mean, listen, I take your word for it. That's fine. I take your word for it, you know. But where we going, at some point, you're gonna get stuck.
No, I'm
Like
not.
you're gonna get stuck because now you're gonna have to go to, because since you're so tight on the Quran and the Hadith, that's fine. But you're gonna have to pass that test of 112.
Bro, listen. I know that the Quran says there's only God but Allah. He doesn't beget. He isn't begotten. I know
Very
that.
good.
I
So
know
that's
that.
it. So
But
how
I'm
can
trying to
Jesus
point
pass
to.
this test?
Okay, I'm trying to point you to see the inconsistencies when it comes to Jesus. I know your Quran says these things. And I'm not saying that your Quran in certain places deny Jesus as being God. I know this.
What do you
But
mean deny? Obviously, we like that's a
I
blasphemy.
know,
That's that.
I know,
Yeah.
I know, I know. But when you
Okay.
look at certain things and you read the certain characteristics and certain things about Jesus, even from your Quran, you can see that he's got some sort of divinity to him. He's just not a plain old messenger like everyone else. He's not. He's more than just that, even from your Quran. Let me ask you something. If you have one attribute of God, right? Let's just say you can create. You're a creator and he's a creator, right? Then that will make you a God, right? Because Allah is the only one that can create according to the Quran, right? Who else do we see creating in the Quran?
Creating.
Creating.
Yeah. Like creation. The creator is Al Khaliq. So the creator,
Hmm.
that attribute or that name only belongs to Allah. I don't see that
But
being
who
given
else do
to
we see
Jesus.
create in the Quran? Creating
Who
life.
creates? Who creates?
He creates life. Who else do we see
Okay, but
create life?
see this thing. Now, when you tell me this person creates, I want to see where he says this person created a baby or created a sheep or created
Right, because it
something.
says that no one be able to create, even if it's a fly, correct? This is
That's
what Allah
correct.
says.
Yes.
Okay, 349. And it says, and we will make him a messenger of the children of Israel to proclaim, I have come to you with a sign from your Lord. I will create for you a bird from clay and breathe into it, and it will become a real bird by Allah's will. So Jesus created a bird from clay and blew into it, and it became a living thing, life. Jesus created a bird and gave it life.
Boom.
So you see that end
By
is very
Allah's will,
important.
by
But
Allah's
see,
permission.
that's the key. That's the key word.
Okay,
That's the key
if
word.
I
I could
give you
make magic.
permission,
I could do all these things, right? But you know what? There's my dad or my mom helping me.
no, it doesn't say he gave you, no. If you go
He
to your
says by
dad and your
Allah's
mom,
will.
hold on. If you go to your dad and your mom and be like, hey, can I,
Well, not create.
hold
Okay.
on,
Well, you
listen,
make me. Okay.
listen,
Okay.
listen. We're
Uh-huh.
talking about the word permission now. Permission. Because permission
You
doesn't equal power. If I give you permission, I don't give you the power to do anything. I just simply give you the permission to do it. Like if you said a dad and a mom, if a teenager go to their dad and their mom and be like, hey, can I borrow your car? And they give them permission to drive the car. They're not giving them the power to drive the car. In this verse, Allah gives Jesus the permission, but he doesn't give him the power. He already possesses that power to create and to give life. It doesn't say Allah gave him the power. He just gave them the
listen.
permission to do it.
I would have been more convinced if there was not that tagline at the end, by Allah's will. And
Okay,
Allah's
by
will
Allah's permission. That just means by his
means,
permission, he can do it. He gave Jesus the permission. Yeah, go ahead and create the bird. But he
okay.
didn't give Jesus the
So,
power.
so Jesus needs permission from somebody. So just like in the Bible, he says many things. He said, "By my Father, by my Father." Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
because
So that
Jesus
means
came.
there's
Because
somebody or something that is superior to him. So how can he
no,
be
that doesn't mean superiority. That just means
okay,
permission.
Father?
Hold
What
on,
does Father mean?
listen, please listen, so you can get it. Because we don't deny that Jesus came down as a servant to the Father, just like he came down as a servant to Allah. But within him, he already had this power to do something. So Allah says, yes, by my permission, by my will, I will grant you that you can create this bird. Permission doesn't equal power. I just give you the permission to do this.
If I follow your logic, we have two gods.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's what I'm trying to demonstrate to you. Not only is Jesus the word of Allah, which is eternal, he's the spirit of Allah, which is eternal. He can also create with Allah's permission. I'll give you that. Allah give him the permission, but he still have the power to do so. This is why I'm trying to show you, even from your own Quran, you can see
Again.
that Jesus is just not an ordinary person, and he's just not an ordinary prophet. Because Jesus also will come back and defeat the Dajjal. He will also come back to judge, and he will also come back as king of the world. This is all from your Islamic literature.
I understand, but you see, when I first started, I said that all the prophets have things, miraculous things. I mean, they were given a mission, so obviously they will be given ammunition, things that regular human beings cannot do. So if I follow your logic, the Jews will come and say, you know what, our prophet just parted the sea. Moses parted
Which
the
one of
sea.
them created life?
Well,
because we're
Abraham,
talking
for
about a
example,
divine attribute of God. Which one of them else created life?
created life with the permission of God.
Yeah, which one did that?
I mean Isa. He
He's the only one, correct?
Okay.
Okay, so that means Isa has a divine attribute that is only given to God. He has that attribute.
Okay, keep going.
Even from your Quran, we see this.
So how, what are you gonna do with God though? At some point.
What do you mean? What are you gonna do with God?
Or are you gonna have a duality? You're gonna have like a.
This is your Quran. What are you gonna do with it?
Well, in my Quran, this is one part, but in another part, it tells me that this person is born, and for another miraculous reason, we all know Jesus' birthday.
So your Quran, this is okay. This is what I'm trying to exhibit to you, brother.
And you know why we all know his birthday?
Yeah, because God came down and was born through a woman. That's why we know.
No. I'm talking about the date itself. Our calendar system starts with his birthday.
Okay, you're proving my point even more.
No, but
everything about Isa.
So how are you gonna pass something that was born? Cannot be God.
Okay. According to your Quran,
someone that was given birth cannot be God. And this is again with my Quran. So you cannot.
I understand what you're saying. This is why I said you get mixed messages about Isa. He's an enigma in your Quran. He's literally an enigma. What can we do with this? What do we do about this Isa? He creates. He's the word of God. He's the spirit of God. He was born from a virgin. He's going to come back and defeat the Antichrist. He's going to judge. He's going to rule and be king. Yeah. Wow.
And you know what? I'll throw another one.
Don't forget that he's pure, right?
Like
he's pure from birth.
Yeah.
He's not dead right now.
Exactly. He's not. Do you think that Christians think that Jesus is dead?
Yeah, you guys believe he's dead.
No, we don't.
Oh, I mean, you guys believe he's dead. We
No,
all
we
know that you
don't.
guys
No,
believe he's dead. We
no,
said that
no
he's
Christian
not
believe
dead.
that Jesus
He's
is
coming back.
dead.
And you know why he's coming back? He's coming back because the Quran says every soul that tastes life will taste death.
Resurrected, dude. How are you going to tell us what we believe, dude?
We don't believe Jesus is dead,
How are
bro.
you going to tell us what we believe? We're telling you that we don't believe he's dead. If we got resurrected, dude, how's
Yeah.
He's sitting. This is how I know Jesus, because even in our Bible, Jesus is sitting at the right hand of the Father. And he's the creator as well in our Bible. Oh, and he's the word of God in our Bible. Right?
I'm glad you're saying as
okay.
well. I'm glad
So listen. So listen. What happened with Allah? What did Allah raise Jesus to?
Like, what did he raise him to?
Yeah, where did he go when he raised him up?
Well, he did. The Quran doesn't specify.
Yeah, it
He
does.
was raised up.
Yeah, it does.
Well, from it just says we raised him up.
No. 355 says, remember when Allah said, "Oh Jesus, I will take you and raise you up to myself." So he's where Allah is. He didn't say, "I'm going to raise you up and just put you in heaven." He said, "I'm going to raise you up and bring you to myself," where he is. Read 355. This is the point. If you read the Quran in context, you can see that Jesus has some sort of divinity to him.
Bro, all the prophets.
No. Who else did Allah raise to himself?
Again, see, every prophet has their own mission. You cannot
Tutu.
just because one
Tutu.
prophet.
Tutu. We already went through this, bro. Let's not go backwards.
No. Basically,
Let's progress the
you cannot just take
conversation.
one attribute and just make this prophet bigger than the other prophet.
Oh, so anyone that have an attribute that's only given to Allah, anyone else can have this attribute? Who else can share this attribute, Tutu?
For example, Solomon was able to communicate with birds and ants and
who created, bro? We're talking about a divine attribute of God, and that's only due to God himself. You said he is the only creator. But we see that Jesus also created.
You know, so in the Quran, somebody asked in another life before, why does Allah use we all the time?
Why does he use we, huh?
Yeah, why he use we is because maybe some things he delegates to other beings.
His divine attributes?
Angels. Huh?
His divine attributes? So Allah is just willy-nilly giving out his divine attributes to other beings.
Listen, he's the creator. He does whatever he wills. Like, he has no restrictions. And this is the thing.
So he can share
Allah into he could only do this. No, he does.
Okay, Tutu. Hold on. Allah can share his divine attribute with something else, another created being.
Listen,
Can he?
You say, can he?
Yeah, can he?
If he wants.
Okay, so Allah got enough power to create. Hold on, Tutu. Okay, Tutu. So Allah got enough power to create another God.
Okay, so
this is what you're telling me. Allah can create another God.
If he wills, but the thing is,
okay, so he willed it, and he gave Jesus a divine attribute of creation.
Okay, but he's saying that he's the only God. So that means he did not.
He's not the only God, because he gave a divine attribute into Jesus, and now Jesus got a God-like quality.
Okay, see, having a God-like.
So that's more than one God.
Oh God! Wow, having a God-like quality doesn't mean you are a God. I mean,
yes, it does, because these divine. Yes, it does.
Listen, I mean, let's say I'm a CEO or a president of a country, right? I'm going through surgery, whatever. I give my powers to the vice president, right? Okay. So maybe within that time, within that second, within that range, you are. But you know what? You know that there's a president and he's coming back.
But we're talking
Right?
about divine attributes that's only due to one person,
I
to one
really think that
being.
this is a stretch.
It's not a
Your
stretch.
argument is really a stretch, and now even if I accept it for you, if I go back to 112, you're gonna get stuck there
No,
because
listen.
it says clearly
I
that these
already
are the
granted
attributes of God.
221. I already granted
Hey guys, can you hear me? How we doing?
What's up, Dida?
Hello?
What's up,
Good, good.
Dida?
How you doing? How you doing,
All right,
brother?
what's going on? Let me
Okay,
finish with
okay.
22 real quick, brother. Just give me a second.
Okay, no problem. I got to add on to that.
Okay. We already
All
see
right.
in Surah Ikhlas what it says. And I grant you that that's what the Quran says, that there's only one God and it's Allah. But what I'm demonstrating to you, that when you see
So say so,
Isa,
but say what it says
221,
for
hold
people
on.
listening.
Hold on, brother. I'm going to let you talk. But when you see, when it comes to Isa or Jesus, he got at least one of these divine attributes that's only given to God. I see this. So what I'm demonstrating to you, that within your Quran is contradictory things about Jesus, about Isa. Because on one hand, Surah Ikhlas exists, not beget, not he doesn't beget, nor the begotten. He's only one God. I grant you that. So within your
Yeah, but
own
say what it means, though, because
Quran,
people who don't know,
there's
people wouldn't know
contradictions
what
when it comes to about
begetting
Jesus.
means.
22. Do you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you.
Right. So why would you think if people believe that Jesus is God, you can't fault us. You have to fault Allah, because Allah granted him these capabilities or these attributes to make him look divine. You can't go against us and be like, well, why are y'all saying this? He's saying that he is the word of Allah, the word of Allah.
But
And we know that the word of Allah is uncreated. And we see
yeah,
that his word is cast down to Mary and come and take on a human form within Mary. We see this from your
okay,
Quran.
okay, good. Now,
Right. So we see these things within your Quran that makes us even realize or come to the conclusion that Jesus is just not a mere man. He has more qualities than anyone else in the Quran.
no, I mean this is where your interpretation. This is what you want to see, but and also all these things that you're saying, you just nitpicking what you want to see. Now
No, I'm not.
go where Allah Subhanahu wa Taala in the Quran asked Jesus, "Did you tell these people that you are God?" Go
Exactly.
read that.
I
Go read that
know.
passage.
I give you. Listen. I
Now,
give you that. I give
when you
you
read,
that,
see, this is the thing though. When you read the Quran as a whole, you're gonna end up saying, you know what? There's
brother.
no way you could believe that Jesus is God.
Brother, listen to me very, very closely, because I feel like now I'm repeating myself. I give you that the Quran says Jesus is just a mere man, that he's not God. But when we actually read it and we see what Jesus is doing, and he can create and he can do these things, he can even tell you what's even in your house without even going to it. We can see all of these things, these all knowing. He even the knowledge of the hour. He has the knowledge of the hour. He is the knowledge of the hour, according to the
What?
Quran. Yes.
Okay,
It
the
says that
word.
Jesus
Let me say
is the
this,
knowledge of the hour.
guys.
Let me. Can I ask
Okay,
a
so the
question real quick?
word.
Can I ask you guys a quick question? Is time created in Islam? Is in you guys, is time created or uncreated?
That's for you, Muslims.
Is time created?
Yeah, is time created or uncreated?
Yeah, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is
Time
not
or didn't create time?
in time and space. He's not in time and space. We are in time and
The
space.
time is created.
I guess it is. But
I don't think yes.
I'm trying to tell you that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is not in time. He's not in this dimension
That's
where
not
it's
what
not
he
time.
asking you though.
Yeah, I'm just asking you, did Allah create time? Is time created?
Our time, yes, our time is.
Okay, great. What about you, Dida? Is time created for you?
Well, from our Quran, it says that Allah gave us the day and the night, and they alternate, and the night will never overtake the day, and the day will never overtake the night, right?
Right. So it's a
However, I just
creation.
want to say one thing. Do you guys
So
accept
Allah's create. I mean,
the
so the time is created. Allah created time.
Allah created everything?
Okay, can you tell me what is an apple and an orange? Are they the same fruit?
Can we
No,
get the likes up to
they're in
100?
fruits.
Eight more
Why are you
likes,
giving me an answer
please.
to something I'm not asking you?
8
I'm
more
just asking you
likes.
They're in
simple.
the fruit. They're in the fruit
Is
family, but
time
they're
created?
that question is kind of loaded, and I'm not really qualified to give
You
you the
just
answer
sat
you
down and said He
want.
created night and day. It's not a, I'm not. It's not a trick question,
Yeah,
dude.
God created everything. I already said it. That yes, yeah. Sorry, I said that
Yes,
God
it's
created
created, right?
everything. Yeah,
The
He
time is
created
created.
everything. God
Okay,
created
so
everything.
okay, God created everything. He created time. Great. So then, can you guys go to Sahih Muslim 2246e real quick?
I'd rather go to the Quran with that because
So you're
we
not a
have
Sunni.
we have
So you're
weak
not a Sunni.
hadith and we
You
have.
gave up. Did the Christians make you give up on Sunni? Because I know you as a Sunni. I know you're a Sunni, but did we manage to make you give up on your Sunnah?
No, I was a Christian before. I'm from Jamaica. I was a Christian
No,
before,
no.
but
I
here's the
know
thing.
Oh
you.
man, you was a
I
Christian,
know
bro.
you. Okay. I know
Right.
you. You're a Sunni. Did the Christians make you give
I
up
don't really
your
go into
Sunni?
no labels. I don't go into no labels.
Do you take
Who-
the
Sunni
Sunnah
or
of the
Shia.
Prophet? Do you take from hadiths, bro?
Okay,
Listen. I've probably read 2 sentences of hadith. I follow the Quran. I hear so much hadith all the time, but we have to understand that Allah promised to protect the Quran, but He didn't say He was going to protect any other book.
But you don't know
There's
when your
no
Quran was
hadith
even created
and
without the hadith. You don't even know how to pray without the hadith. You don't even know your prophet wives without the hadith. You don't know when Ramadan is without the hadith. You need the hadith.
Allah tells us when Ramadan starts. So look for the signs in the sky for Ramadan when it starts.
Okay.
And the month He says that I think 4 or 5 months are holy. Well, I just want to get to something real quick. You
So hold
guys
on.
accept
Yeah, hold on.
you guys
Hold on.
practice the
Before you
Bible, right?
change the topic, brother, hold on. What I'm trying to say is that there's so much of confusion even on your Allah, and that's what word is trying to say, that we don't disagree that there is conflicts out there. So you sat down and said that Allah created night and day. He created everything. 22
Yes.
sat down and said time is created. And then we turn around and we see in the hadith that Allah is time. It says Allah is time. So Allah is created. So it's
Okay.
like if we're non-Muslims, when you start looking, and we know you got to pay attention to your hadith. It's a Sahih hadith. You got to take your hadith. We got to take your Quran. We got to take all of it. Now, some of you guys want to be 50% Muslims, like you want to just take the Quran. Then
No,
and then
listen,
whatever,
listen,
you know. So you
listen real
want
quick.
to as a Sunni. No, let me finish, bro. So so for us, as we're looking at it, and we're saying, hey, here you have a Jesus who can create, a Jesus who is pure, a Jesus who has a virgin birth, a Jesus who is raised to Allah directly to Himself,
but
a
who was born
Jesus who
too?
has been given
But who was
attributes
born?
and of things that nobody else has. So and then you have these confused Allah on the other hand will sit down and say, oh, there is only one God. And then you go into the Quran, by the way, and this is the craziest thing, that again Allah gets confused as to He's not sure about the Trinity. He's not sure about it, because I mean, it's very obvious. It says that He doesn't know what the Trinity is. So we're
What?
like, maybe He's confused about Jesus.
Who doesn't know about the Trinity? The Trinity is clearly is
Your Allah,
blasphemous.
Yeah,
your Allah
show
doesn't know what a
us.
Trinity is.
Yeah, show us in your Quran where it accurately portrays the Trinity of what we
Right.
believe in.
Just go look for it. I'm sure you saw it already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You're very,
but we
you're
want
well
you to find
researched.
it.
I'm sure you know exactly what it
Listen, you're the
says.
Muslim dude. You gave up
He
on the
quoted
pure
it earlier.
No,
the
see,
sinless Jesus, the decent Jesus, to jump into a religion and do halfway through that religion you want to go because you want to take the hadiths out there, and you're asking us to teach you about where your Allah says what? Didn't you even check to see if this God actually knew what was going on? Your Allah?
Listen, for me,
Okay, can I say something?
yeah,
Brother,
go ahead.
hear me real quick. Okay. So you guys you practice the Bible, correct?
No, please stay with our line of question.
I'm just asking real
I
quick.
mean, let him
Since
speak.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't do nothing. We're just sticking with the line of question right now. Okay.
No,
I
but
asked you a
no,
simple question. Do you
I'm just
even
asking,
know?
are you?
Did you even know that your Allah is clueless about the Trinity? He
Okay,
doesn't even
wow.
know.
Okay, listen.
Wow.
The Trinity
How
was
is
thrown
it?
out of the
No, listen to me. Hear me out. I'm going to stay on this.
and put back in it,
I'm going to
right?
stay on this.
Right.
The Bible is not going to help you. Okay. I'm going to stay on this. About 300 years before Allah came down and gave his revelations to Muhammad, we already had a canonized, standardized Bible. Everything was put together. 300 years before Allah came down to in the 7th
What
century.
year was the Bible put together? Do you know
Listen
what
to me.
year the Bible was put together? In
Yeah.
the year
Okay. So you don't even know
323
that?
at the
What kind
Council
of
of
an upside down
Nicaea.
Christian were you, dude?
The
Were you
Council of
really a Christian?
Nicaea.
It was put together, but we
century was
already
that?
had the manuscripts. What do you think they put
Yeah,
together?
the Bible is a
What do you think they put together?
compilation of books.
Yes, and we had the
Bible-
doctrine. We had the Trinity doctrine and everything settled by the 4th century. That's 300 years
The Trinity
before.
was thrown out of the Bible and put back in it also. Do you know
Okay,
that?
great. But it was already there in the 4th century.
But how do he know
Every
that?
Christian
Okay.
understand,
In
okay?
the
In the
4th
4th
century,
century.
correct.
Listen.
Correct,
You
because
don't know
at the
your
Council of
Quran.
Nicaea-
Let alone you would know your.
Listen.
Listen. You don't know your Quran and don't start talking about the Bible. You don't. You know Jack.
Okay, why are you getting mad though?
Because you're interrupting.
Let him
Exactly.
speak.
Okay, you're interrupting me
Let me
over and
speak.
over again. So
You're not letting
about
me speak.
300 years before.
Just let him speak, bro.
Hold on. Let's stay at one topic because y'all trying to go everywhere, right?
Right.
Stay on one topic. Where does the
Right, so
Quran accurately formulate what we believe is the Trinity?
Exactly. So 300 years before the revelation came, Trinity was already put into our Bible. It was standardized. We had councils. We had everything. So by the time the revelations came 300 years later, your Allah should have known at least what we believe. He could disagree with us. He should at least know what we believe in.
Okay. So when did real quick, I'm just gonna get this point across from what you guys are talking about before. Did Elijah and Elisha
You don't know anything about the Bible.
life?
Okay, can you let him speak?
No, they didn't create life, bro.
Elijah and Elisha.
No, Dita, I'm asking you a question. No, they didn't create life.
And two, Elijah
Dita,
on a fiery chariot.
listen, Dita. No, they didn't create life.
Questions.
I'm answering you,
No, they brought him back to life.
but they didn't create life.
And Elisha, they brought
Dita,
someone
listen
back to life.
closely. Listen,
Boy,
they
back
did
to
not
life.
create. Okay, he's in bot mode.
Elijah,
Put bot
Elijah
mode in the
flew up
chat.
heaven
He's
on a fiery
manifesting
chariot,
now.
Correct.
He's manifesting.
Okay, did Elijah fly off
Dita,
into the heavens on a
Dita, you
fiery
don't know
chariot?
anything about the Bible. You're ignorant.
No,
when it comes
I
to
know the
Bible.
Bible more than you.
You're
I know the
absolute-
Bible.
Bro, you
But
don't
you're
know
not
the
Just be
letting him
quiet,
speak.
Dita.
You're not letting him speak, and that
you're
tells a lot.
50% Muslim, dude. You're a half Muslim, dude.
No, but
You don't
you're
even
not letting
know
him
the
speak
hadith.
though.
You're so confused. You don't know.
He's
what
going
No, but
on
looks like
something
you're afraid
else.
of
We're
what
trying to
I'm
stay
trying
on
to say.
topic, Tutu, and he's going off on something else.
Oh, and you guys don't want to go there.
I was trying to answer him, but he wouldn't shut up.
Does your Allah? Because we are talking about Jesus and about how he is and how he's treated and how he's written about in your book. So now that's what we're asking you. Does your Allah even know what the Trinity is?
But what tells you? Allah
Is your
knows
Allah okay?
everything.
Is your, first of all-
Why are you saying that He doesn't know?
First of all, you already said your Allah is created. Now,
Huh?
we want to know if your Allah is all knowledgeable.
Who said our Allah is created? Who said
You
that?
just turned around and said that time was created.
Okay, no. Okay, first of all, you said okay, because if you go, because I say He created time, and you say Allah is time. No, now Allah is created. Come on, like
What? Yeah, he could. Okay, let
don't
me
put
read it out
words
to
in
you.
my mouth. No,
Okay,
seriously,
all right.
listen.
I'm gonna put the words that your Muhammad did. You can call Muhammad a liar. No? I don't care. But
Listen.
he
Okay,
says,
listen. If we're gonna,
do not curse
listen,
time.
if you want to have this
Muhammad says,
conversation, listen.
calm down. Do not curse time.
J49.
Calm down. Let me read the hadith.
No. Let me set something straight
No.
first.
So he says, do not curse time. For
Listen,
it is Allah who is time.
Okay, J.
Simple as that.
Listen,
so you
listen.
said your Allah is created. So now
Listen.
is he knowledgeable?
Okay, listen to me first of all. First of all, if we're gonna have this conversation, we need to have respect here.
You're
All
not
right?
respecting me, bro. When I'm trying to
Okay.
talk, you're trying to talk over me.
No, you're
I
the
sat
one just
quiet
cutting
for
people off.
40 minutes. I did not say a word for 40 minutes. The
That's
moment I
fine.
started talking,
No,
I asked you one question, you panicked, and you're talking over me.
what do you
How
mean?
is that respect?
How
Did
did
I
I
not
pan?
show
No,
respect by being
you're the
quiet for
one.
40 minutes? Did I not show respect by being quiet for 40 minutes?
No,
The
no.
moment I start talking, look, every time I say something, you'd start talking on the other end.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna listen to you, but listen, calling names and saying like we're not gonna accept that. So we could call.
I
We
didn't
could
call any
speak.
name. I said if you don't want to believe Muhammad, you want to say he lied about it, that's up to you.
Okay.
I'm just going to read what he said.
So
So
listen.
he says in Sahih Muslim 2246e, E as an echo, he says, do not cuss time, for it is Allah who is time. Okay. So I just want to bring that example that, if you really look at your Quran, you look at your Hadith, it gives you a lot of mixed signals all the way so that you understand why word is saying what he's saying. But now we're going to go back to the Quran and we asked you a simple question. This has to do with Jesus. Who Jesus is and what he is in your Quran. So now, does your Allah know? He's all knowing, right? He's supposed to be all knowing, right? All knowledgeable, correct?
Yeah.
So does he know? He should know what the Trinity is, right? He should at least know. He can disagree with us. He can say it's wrong, but he should at least know what we say the Trinity is, right? That's all knowledgeable, right? So tomorrow, if you tell me, like, you've got two cars, and I don't know if you have two cars or not, but if someone asks me, did Tutu say he has two cars? I would say, yes, he said he has two cars. I can't verify it. I don't agree with him. I don't think he has one, but at least that's what he said. So that's my knowledge I got from you. I can retain it and I can say that. Does your Allah know what the Trinity is?
You tell me. I'm not interested in that, but you tell me.
What does Allah ask Jesus on the day of judgment? You quoted it earlier, Tutu.
Yeah, he will ask them, did you tell them to worship you?
And who else?
God? What do you mean, and who else?
Okay, let me read it for you. 5:116. It says, and on judgment day, Allah will say, O Jesus, son of Mary, did you ever ask the people to worship you and your mother as gods besides Allah?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what the Trinity is?
No.
Okay, thank you. So he got the Trinity wrong.
No, okay. Did anybody said there that oh my God, that he's referring to the Trinity?
What else is the Trinity?
What else is he's talking about? Did you call yourself God?
Wow, you guys, you see, listen. You guys cannot be assuming and just wow.
Okay,
That
all
is
right.
So what is he talking about right here?
There's
then?
another verse. I'll show you. I'll tell you
just
another verse.
asking. Did you? I mean, very very simple. It's very clear. You guys are making up stuff.
Why would he ask something? Is he not all knowing?
See, listen. First of all, like you don't have teachers or your parents that they already know the answer and they still come and ask you.
Oh, so he's asking a question about whether Jesus called himself God because of what? Why out of the blue?
Because you guys are because obviously all the Christians or most of the Christians are calling him God. That's why.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So he doesn't know the answer.
No. First of all, he just comes to the actual person or the actual person that everybody's calling God. Did you ask them to call you God and see what Jesus says?
Where are you getting all this from? You're just making all these things up, right? Now I'm going to show you another verse that shows he has no clue.
He just read what I said.
Okay, you keep making it up, but I'll show you another verse where he doesn't know what the Trinity is.
Okay,
in 573.
Listen.
In 573, he says this. He says the Christians, they say that their Allah is a third of three. That means that he's saying the Christians say.
Can you read verbatim what he says?
No, shh. Listen to what I said. I want you to put every concentration on my words.
Okay. But read what he says.
Because you'll have to come up with a good excuse now. Remember, you made up a story for the other one, out of the blue. Just made it up. You made your own tafsir. Okay. He's just testing him out. Whatever. Okay. All right. And he just want to ask. Okay. Now, if that is so, why did he say that the Christians say that their God is a third of the three? When you go up to a Christian and you ask them, hey, is your God a third of the three, or do you have one God? What will the Christian always answer you? I'm not asking what you think it is.
You
I'm
tell
asking you
me. I
what do
don't
you
know
think
what
the
you guys
Christian?
answer. I don't go to Christian asking them what is your.
So
I know.
when
You tell me.
when you come up, so now you're a liar. Now you're a liar. So you're trying to pretend either you're a liar or saying you that either you're a
Listen,
liar, my friend, or what
listen.
you're doing right
You're
now.
listen,
And what
listen.
you're doing right now is a typical Muslim, okay, who
Wow.
pretends to be ignorant
I don't
when he
know.
wants to.
Listen, listen to me
Have
very
you
carefully. First of all, I'm not
have you never
afraid of
gone up?
you. I'm afraid of this
Have
panel
you
or
never
whoever
gone
is
up to a
here.
Christian?
I'm
Have you
telling
gone up to a
you what
Christian
I
and asked them
know.
if they
And
have
what I
one
don't
God or
know,
three gods?
I'm not going to shy away to tell you I
Have
know.
you gone
I
up to
don't
a
know what you
Christian?
guys answer.
Bro, okay, listen.
I
Okay,
don't.
so guys, everybody in chat, I want you to listen to this, right? Now, this is Words Live. This is the point at which I would kick this guy out because he's a jahil, he's a liar. He's
See,
telling us he's never
you
gone up
are
to a
you are
Christian.
just
He has
very
never gone up to
rude.
a Christian
You are
and
very
ever asked
rude,
a
and you
Christian, do
giving a
they believe
bad
in one
name
God
to
or three
all
gods?
the
Have you
Christians.
ever asked a Christian
Okay?
about
No,
Trinity?
you are very
Have you
very
ever
rude.
asked a
If you were
Christian
the
about the
one
Trinity?
on this panel, I would never come
Have
up
you
because
ever asked
you
a Christian
no
about the
seriously, you are
Trinity?
very rude. Okay,
Have
you
you
have
ever?
you
You're a
me
liar.
and this other guy
You
we
are a
spoke for
liar.
almost an hour. You did not hear us curse
You are
or
a
say rude
liar.
words or saying
You've
lying
never
and all
gone and
kinds
asked
of
a Christian.
crap. All right,
Have you ever gone and
you
asked
need
a
to check
Christian whether
yourself
they
seriously.
have
If
you?
this is being a Christian,
Come on,
seriously,
fellas.
nobody would probably
Come
want
on
to be
now.
a
Let's bring
Christian.
it back
Like
to the
seriously.
topic. Let's bring it
Have
back to
you
the
No,
topic.
ever
no, this
gone?
guy is
Don't
just he
panic.
needs to
Don't
just
panic.
check
Let's
his
bring it
life.
back to the topic, fellas.
Listen.
No,
Have you
listen. There's
ever gone
nobody
and
here
asked a
lying or
question about the
anything. We are
Trinity?
having a discussion.
Don't be panicking. Don't be panicking. You
Panicking.
swear on your
No,
Allah. Watch this, guys. You
listen,
swear on
listen.
your say Wallahi. I've never asked a Christian if they believe in one God or three gods.
Wallahi, I never did. I have no interest to
No,
ask
said
somebody what they
Wallahi. I
believe.
never asked a Christian about Trinity.
I asked them what Trinity was, but I
Okay,
never.
now say Wallahi. Now say
Listen, I
Wallahi. I've
asked
never asked a
before, but I
Christian.
never asked them.
Okay, I've never heard a Christian sitting down and saying they only believe in one God. Go ahead. Say Wallahi. I hope Allah's curse come on you. You're lying on His
No,
name tonight.
Allah's curse is gonna come
So
to on you
you are on
first.
TikTok and you've never asked a Christian whether about Trinity, and you've
Why
never
is it?
heard them sitting down saying they only believe in one God.
Why is it so hard for you to believe? Why can you just
So
make your point and
okay,
just
you know
keep
what?
going?
I hope that
Because right now we
you
can looking
lied
at
on Allah,
facts.
and that's what's going to happen to you. That's it. So who's going to believe it? Anybody's going to believe. What are you doing on TikTok and you've never asked a Christian about Trinity? And if you've asked them about the Trinity, what do you have asked them about the Trinity? One God, three gods. What do you believe? What did they always answer you? What did they always answer you? Why you just lied on your God right now? This is what Christians do. This is what I'm saying. We have become
Thank
so
God.
powerful.
You see what
We
you just
made him
said?
lie on his Allah.
You see what you
He
just
said
said? That's what
Wallahi
the
and he lied
Christians
on his
do.
Allah, dude.
Wow.
You lied on
Amazing.
your Allah, dude.
Listen. Just you'll go make your point
So Tutu, this is the point. This is the
okay?
point. Have you ever heard a Christian say that we worship in the Trinity, Jesus, Mary, and Allah, or the Father? Have you ever heard a Christian say that?
In Virgin Mary?
Yeah,
It's not. I mean, I thought the Trinity is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, or something like that. Like,
exactly.
is
But
it that?
why would Allah on the day of judgment
He's
tell
not talking
him
about the Trinity. Is he talking about the Trinity?
what else is he talking about?
No. Did you see on the Quran saying Trinity?
What else is he talking about?
Wow. See, that's the thing. Like, are you serious? So you're gonna make
Tutu. Answer my question. What is Allah talking about? If he's not talking about the Trinity, what is he talking about?
Get out of here, dude.
Just Mary, Jesus, and his mom. Like, that's it.
What? But why would he ask them, the people that follow him? Did he ever tell them to worship him, Mary, and God, Allah?
Yeah, maybe some people before you guys know, like some people were considering Virgin Mary as a god, and I'm sure like
Show me.
Catholics. I mean,
Show me in
they
history
do.
that people did that.
Catholics.
I knew y'all was gonna say that, but Catholics don't do that.
They don't do what?
Ask any Catholic. Ask any Catholic. Do they worship Mary?
Exactly why he's asking what he's asking.
Ask,
he asked
hold on,
very,
listen.
very specific, and you guys are making up something that is
Tutu. At this point in time, Catholicism wasn't even a religion yet. like that branch of Catholicism. It didn't even happen. So he wasn't talking about the Catholics.
Right. And then
All
in
Christians was one
573
at
he
this
says,
time. There wasn't no schism. There wasn't no denominations. It was only one sect of Christianity, one people as considered Christians under the church. This happened well
and
before the
then,
schism. So he
right.
wasn't talking
And
about
then
the
in
Catholics.
573, and then in 573 word, he gets again confused and he says that the Christians say that their God is a third of a three. And we're like, which Christians? 300 years prior to that revelation, you already have our councils, our books, our doctrines put together in writing, clearly sitting down and stating what the Trinity is.
So that's
And
not a
he
third of a
doesn't
three.
know. Be quiet, be quiet,
That
be
he's not
quiet.
a
You
third of
already
a three.
lied on your Allah. You are just a stinking pile of liar, dude. That's
So
what you
it's,
are. Okay.
it's not a
All
third of
right.
a three.
So now,
Trinity is three. So a
yeah.
third of a three will be
Listen,
Jesus.
it's obvious that you never gone to school, you never graduated. A third of the three is not three gods. A third of a three is a third, a one whole part. You don't even know this, bro. I don't even. Islam attracts these people. Why do you guys even
out
open your mouth?
of three
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
or out of
A,
three
a third
entities,
of a three.
so
You're
he's the
saying we're
third.
okay. You fool.
Nobody
Do
said
we ever
one
sit down
third.
and say our God is
See, the
divided
thing
into
is,
three?
nobody said one third.
We said a third of a three. That's a third of a three. That means a third. Bro, please don't open your mouth, bro. Now you're sitting on showing us that you didn't even get a high school degree, dude.
Listen,
You don't even
listen,
know what
listen.
a third is.
Let
You're
me
thinking,
let me tell you. If you
when
want
you
to
guys
know
sit
who
down
I
and
am,
say,
let me tell you.
you're
I'm a
thinking when you
computer
sit down and
science
say there's
teacher.
three
Listen to
gods,
me very carefully.
you're thinking
Listen,
three
I
gods
am a
is a
computer
Trinity.
science teacher here in
Bro,
Florida. So
you're a
I'm just telling you.
rubbish, liar.
Don't
I'm sure
jinx.
the
I mean,
degrees that
don't
I
hold
have you
on.
don't have.
Two. Hold
No,
on.
seriously. No,
You're
this guy is
lying.
just very
Listen.
ignorant
Hold on,
right
Jay.
now.
Hold on, Jay.
Okay?
Two.
You
Don't
made
give
up a
out
lie
personal information
of
over the
Trinity
internet.
where Trinity did not
One.
exist.
Listen.
Yeah.
Don't give out your personal information over the
No,
internet.
I'm just telling him because this guy is just very
It's not
arrogant
a personal
and he doesn't
information.
know.
He's lying. He
Okay?
doesn't know what a third is.
Listen, I
The
am a
Quran
computer
says in the
science
Quran it
teacher,
says
right?
Allah is a third
In
of a
Florida.
three. He says that
So marinate on that. Okay?
bro, he's not even nothing, dude.
You
What
are
type of
not.
science
Listen,
teacher doesn't know what a third is,
if you
dude?
were
Come
the
on.
one on the
All right.
panel, I would not come up because you are very, very rude. You are very,
You're a
very
liar. I despise
ignorant.
liars.
Seriously. Like the
You
jahil
lied.
you're talking about is
You
actually
just said
you.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a
Now
child.
I'm just gonna call it a day because listen, I'm just gonna call it a day. I'll
Get
let
out of
other
here.
people come
Get
up.
out of here.
All right.
You lied on your.
All right,
What I want to finish with, all right? The host. Listen, I thank you for your courtesy. I thank you for opening this panel. But if you guys want to attract people, right?
Liars
to
like you.
whatever you're attracting, these are the wrong type of people to have because at the end of the day, these people will repel, right? The people that even were considering your religion. Now, if
Okay.
you are looking for looking for contradictions and things that don't make sense, I think that you guys have a bunch, right, in the Bible. Like you have a bunch.
What if I show you a contradiction from your Quran?
Let me tell you something.
What if I show you a contradiction from your Quran?
Listen, just hear me out very, very clearly. I say if we have some, you guys have probably 10 times.
Oh,
more.
so y'all have some. So y'all do have some.
So I think maybe you guys should go deal with that.
So y'all do have some.
One contradiction, your book is false. That's what your Allah
Google
says.
says you have 50,000 in the Bible.
Your Allah
Okay,
says
all right.
you
Thank
have
you.
one
Somebody
contradiction
came
in
up
the
with the
Quran
figures.
that means it's false.
Your
Allah
All right,
said that
Tutu.
in
All right,
your
Tutu,
revelation.
man. Appreciate you for coming up,
Thank you for
man.
having me. It was nice until this guy showed
Hold
up.
on. Back to the Trinity real quick.
Watch your head,
My
bro.
brother, chill. Just stay. Let's relax a little bit. All right, listen. The Trinity was put in the Bible in 323 at the Council of Nicaea. Is that correct?
No, that's wrong.
No, it's a fact. 323
That's
and
wrong.
325. The Trinity was put there in the day of worship.
That
was changed
is wrong.
From Saturday to Sunday.
Dita,
Because
you
on
don't know what
Sunday,
you're
you worship
talking
the
about.
sun god,
You claim you was a Christian, bro.
This is from
Dita, you said you was a Christian.
Doesn't know anything, dude.
Listen, this is a fact.
Dita,
Over the Roman Empire.
No, it wasn't, bro. You up here lying. Now you're lying.
The first believers who followed the Messiah.
You're up here lying, bro.
No, this is facts.
No, it's not.
Acts
Okay,
2:9 knows that the Trinity was put in 325.
Show it to us.
Go to Google.
What Google?
Trinity
Yeah,
Go
is
to
yeah.
Google.
I'm right here.
325 AD.
Yeah, I went to Google and it
The
says
Council of
that
Nicaea.
yeah, the Council of Nicaea did not sit down to do the doctrine of Trinity. That's what Google is telling me.
The
Now what?
Trinity, the Trinity,
No, no,
which
no,
means three. No, it doesn't.
give us a URL. Do you have camera access?
No,
Watch
the
time. Hold
Trinity
on.
was the cat
All right, tell us the
the
URL.
Bible's put together
Tell us the
in
URL, please.
323.
Okay,
Tell us the URL.
let's demolish this argument real
Exactly. You
quick,
don't want to
Dita.
hear from me.
Hold on, Dita.
No.
Hold on,
Let me show
Dita.
this.
I'm gonna demolish your argument real
Okay.
quick. I'm gonna
Okay.
demolish this real quick.
Just
Do you,
can't.
go to
It's a fact.
Isaiah
It's a
48.
fact.
Hold on,
It's not
hold on. Go to Isaiah 48, 12 through 16. Let me read it for you.
Do you know that?
Let me read it for you. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Isaiah 48:12 says, "Listen to me, O Jacob, in Israel, my called. I am he. I am the first. I am the last." Who is this talking?
Who's the speaker?
Who is this speaking?
Prophet. He's the prophet. So
Who is the I am he? I am the
You
first
tell me.
and I am the last.
I thought he was a Christian, dude.
Who is the first and the last,
You go
Dita?
to Isaiah. Everyone goes to Isaiah.
Bro,
You have
who
to
is
go
the
to
first and the
Isaiah.
last?
Also, God is the first and the last.
Okay, so this is God speaking,
God is
correct?
everything. We don't know who's speaking.
Yes, we do. Because if he identifies himself as the first and the last, we know that's God.
Right. Jesus also called King David his father. in the Bible.
Just be quiet. Don't. We're stuck it on one
Right?
topic.
Right. Exactly.
Okay,
So
and he goes on to say, hold on, Dita. He goes on to say, "Indeed, my hands has laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand has stretched out the heavens." Still God talking, right?
Yes.
Okay. When I call them together, they stand up together. When I call them, they stand up together. Still God talking. "All of you assemble yourselves and hear. Who among them has declared these things? The Lord loves him. He shall do his pleasure on Babylon, and his arm shall be against the Chaldeans. Even I have spoken. Yes, I have called him. I have brought him, and his ways will prosper." Still God talking, correct? Still God talking, right? Dita?
Right.
Okay. "Come near to me. Hear this.
Yes,
I have not spoken in secret from the beginning, from eternity." Still God talking. "From the time that it was, I was there." Still God talking. "And now the Lord God and his spirit have sent me." Well, hold on. This is God speaking. How can the Lord God and his spirit send God? Appreciate the sub,
Isaiah
DJ.
is saying that in that verse, Isaiah is saying that God sent him.
No, it's not.
as
This
a
is
prophet,
all God speaking.
right?
This is all God speaking.
Okay. Okay, listen. Okay, let me answer for you. In the same Isaiah, there's a whole page in Isaiah, and that same page is in Kings, word for word.
Can you
That's a fabrication.
stick to what we're talking about?
Do you know that? Do you know that?
Can you
that?
stick to what we're
In
talking
Isaiah.
about?
Well, I'm just
Is
telling
this
you about the
God
word of
speaking,
Isaiah,
Dita?
right? Yes, it's the word of God speaking. Isaiah.
This is
saying
God
that
speaking, and he's
God
saying that
sent
the
him.
Lord God and his
Right.
spirit have sent me. So God is sending God right here, correct?
No, but God also says,
Is God
"Test ye
sending
spirits to see
God
which
in
one
this
among you
verse?
is true." Right? In
Dita,
the Bible,
Dita, listen,
God says, "Test
listen.
ye spirits to see which one is
Is
true."
God sending God in
These
this
spirits mean
verse?
people.
Dita,
People.
apples and oranges. Come on back. Get that mind
Watch
in
your
there.
head, bro. Watch your head.
That man, that religion attracts these guys. I can't believe the guy sat down and he said, "Wallah," he swore on his Allah that he's never asked the Christians. He's on sitting on and arguing theology on TikTok. He's never asked Christians about the Trinity, or he's never asked them if they believe in one God or multiplicity of gods. The outright lied just to protect what he said. He lied And he said, he even said, Wallahi, I said it. By the way, for the chat, here's what the council did not address. I'll tell you what the Council of Nicaea addressed. This is a common mistake from everybody. It is traditionally, there were 318 people who attended it. It was the first ecumenical council. It was convened by Constantine the Great, 325. Okay. And they said Hoisis of Cordoba most likely presided over the council. What the council did not address, they did not address the books of the Bible. They did not address inventing the deity of Christ. They did not address the creation of Trinity. They did not address suppression of women. They did not address any reincarnation. For whatever reason, all these things have been attributed to these guys. What the Council of Nicaea had absolutely nothing to do with the choosing of the books of the New Testament. What did the council did address? Arianism and the date of Easter. Okay? Nicaea's main purpose was to sort out the Arian controversy, a Trinitarian view of teaching not only that the Son of the God was internally subordinate to the Father, but the Son was not everlasting but was created by the Father. Only one guy was doing this. His name was Arius. And the entire vote was 317 to 1. Only that guy who came up with this, that Jesus was created, was the only one who voted for that. Everybody else voted against it. So that's what it is. Nothing to do with Trinity. Didn't come up with the Trinity thing. Didn't come up with any of that stuff.
Hey,
Exactly.
I don't
What's up?
have too much
God
time,
bless you.
guys.
Salam
God bless you.
alaikum, Habibi.
Salam al-Masih, guys. God bless you. What's up, Jay? God
What's
bless
up,
you.
brother?
So yeah, everything you said is true. We derive homoousios cum patre from Nicaea, meaning one essence with the Father, sharing one essence with the Father. This is in direct response to the idea that Arius was saying that the substance of the Son is apart from the substance of the Father. The substance of the Son is one that is created, whereas the Father's is uncreated. So Nicaea, actually, like you said, 100%, you hit it on the nose. It addresses Arianism, but it dogmatizes something called homoousios cum patre, so one essence with the Father, right? So yeah, you hit it right on the nose. Why? What are people saying about Nicaea, Jay?
Nah, it was
Yeah,
just this goofball up here trying to say, well, the Trinity came in Council of Nicaea and they did the books. The same old dumb rhetoric that people that haven't never even read anything about the council.
Right. Actually, really, if you think about it, guys, no council really needed to talk about the Trinity. No council, because it was already understood.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
completely understood, east, west, everywhere. The question of Nicaea was the people trying to attack the divinity of Christ, right? Arius attacking the divinity of Christ. So yeah, and yeah, Hosius, he presided over the council, Jay, according to multiple fathers. I wish I had a way to contact you, Jay, because I wrote like a 60-page article on this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Just DM me. I'll give you my email address.
No worries, man.
I would love
Jerome
to.
attested to it. Leo attested to it. Like Hosius, that is.
I'd love to.
Jerome, Leo, Eusebius,
Yeah.
Evagrius, Theodore. Too many attestations, like, to prove what you showed is completely true. So
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think that could be a mistake. Some of people, besides the Muslims, but always with the Muslims, I mean, it's not really the bright bunch out there. They think the name Constantine and Constantinople is the same thing. They're mixing up the solidifying of the Trinity formula at the Council of Constantinople with, oh, this guy Constantine convened over the Council of Nicaea, so therefore, that's the only thing I can figure out why they keep on saying that Trinity has to do with Council of Nicaea.
you know what's
Closest
crazy,
about
brother?
is that they're mixing up that other stuff.
You know what's crazy, Jay?
Yeah.
Is that they're dishonest and they're dogs. They're mutts because they're dishonest. If you open chapter 30 of the Quran and you go to ayah number 3 and you open Ibn Kathir, Look what he provides.
33.
Ayah, chapter 30, verse 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you open Ibn Kathir, look what he says. He gives you an explanation of Nicaea better than the modern day Muslims do. They're just dishonest, brother. That's all it is. It's even in their books.
Uh-huh.
You see?
Oh, yeah. I remember reading this, yeah. I'm reading it now, yeah.
So why aren't they holding to Ibn Kathir?
Speaking of Ibn Kathir word, in chapter 1917, Ibn Kathir, not in Quran X, you won't find it, but I've got the websites where they show the full tafsir.
Yeah.
In there, it says that that Jesus was around during Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in Quran.com
I'm
too,
like,
but you
wait a
got to
minute, I
read
thought he was
the
supposed to be
Arabic.
created. How's he around Adam's time?
You got to read the Arabic. It's in the Quran .com, but you have to read the tafsir in Arabic and then translate it.
Brother, I'm telling you, word, look at that ayah I just gave the brother, 30 verse 3, chapter 30, verse 3. Look what Ibn Kathir says, man. And then if the Muslims come up here with anything about Nicaea, it's like, yo, why do your scholars know better than you? And why are you lying on our scholarship and your scholarship? You want to give it the big screen?
God bless you, brother. Chris Claus became a member. Appreciate that.
No, him, the brother Jay.
Let's see. It says.
Yeah, I got it pulled up as well on my end.
Oh, you got it? Yeah. So these ayat were revealed about the victory of Sabur, the king of Persia, over Asham, Greater Syria, the adjoining partisan states of the Arabian Peninsula, and the outlying regions of the land of the Romans. Before I forget, what was that tafsir you showed where it talked about them expanding their wars, and then Muhammad?
Chapter 9.
That's 9:123.
Right, yes.
9:123. Yeah. Let me write down that real quick.
That proves offensive jihad, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
I just was completely blanking out on that stuff. The other day, someone.
Yep. But brother, go to that ayah you just showed.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that. Hold on. Let me just bookmark this. 9:33. You said, right?
123. 9:123.
Oh, brother. Chris Claus is gifting the membership as well. Thank you, brother Chris Claus.
Go put it in Arabic, brother. Put it in Arabic on Quran.com and just translate the page. It's way better.
Okay, let's go 9.
No, not 9. 30 verse 3.
30 verse 3. I'm all over the place, dude. 30 verse 3. Entrez-vous. Bam.
And then open the tafsir. No, hold on. Go to the left, brother. Go to the left with your camera. I don't see anything. That's why, bro. And watch out the reflection on your computer screen. Yeah. Hit where it says English, go to Arabic. Next to Ibn Kathir. Let me see. It's the first one. Al-Arabiya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And now translate this page.
Okay.
And look how detailed they give you an understanding of Nicaea and the one consubstantial Holy Trinity. I'm not even kidding, guys. They say the Christians say in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Even they acknowledge what we acknowledge. Historically, these modern day Muslims are severely undereducated, uninformed, very clearly severely undereducated. So
it is the nearest land, the chosen Roman land to Persia on the island where the two armies met, and the ones who initiated the Persian invasion, and they, i.e. the Romans, after the defeat, the infinitive was added to the object, meaning Persia's victory over them. Let me see.
Translate the full page,
brother. You're in Jalalain.
Oh,
yeah. Go down to Ibn Kathir.
Oh, where's
go over to the right.
That bar. Slide exactly. Keep going. Ibn Kathir.
Okay.
It's much longer. That's how I knew you're in the wrong one. Oh, word. This is gonna blow your mind, bro. It talks about Bethlehem. It talks about everything.
Holy Toledo, dude. This is like a thesis here.
But man, everything is brought up. Bethlehem, everything.
Okay, these verses were translated.
No, go down to where it says Constantine and stuff in the translation. Like scroll down, yeah.
Translate to
Man,
English.
Muslims are so dishonest, bro.
It only does so much for me. It doesn't do the entire page. It'll only do this much for me. See?
Press translate full page right there, the button.
Yeah, I do that, but see, it's not doing anything.
Oh man, how do I even?
Yeah. Anyways, I'll read it. It's pretty long on this. So we'll read it, but
Everything they do it better than most theologians do it today. It's a wonder why they're dishonest with our doctrines.
Because they
When their
corrupted
own
their
scholars are honest with our doctrines.
they corrupted their interpretations of the book. The same thing that the Quran accuses the early Christians of doing, the later Muslims are doing to the Quran.
Well, you know Abd al-Razak word. He's the only ancient mufassir that says the sacrifice it was through Ishmael. And actually, he doesn't even say that. He says it's too complicated to know who was sacrificed. However, the rest say it's Isaac.
Isaac,
all the way up until Ibn Taymiyyah. Right?
Yeah. Rob Christian
Even
showed me
you'll
that.
see,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just saying, like you can see that Islam changes, bro. Whoever has a pen can change Islam.
The lion pens of the scribes, what they try to go against us with Jeremiah 8:8, they actually do it.
No, it's crazy, bro. It's impressive how much they know about our history when you read chapter 30 of the Quran.
Yeah, I'm gonna translate that myself and save it.
bro, I just went to Gemini and I tried to do it. I pasted the whole thing. It won't translate. What? That's why I was like, let me try it in Gemini. AI, get the AI to translate the whole
Yeah,
thing.
you can put it all in AI. Do that.
That's what I try to do, but it's not doing it. Let me see on.
Copy it all and then translate. I don't know.
Let me go to new chat. Let's see if ChatGPT will do that. Oh, I need to do this right on top.
Imagine your religion is so bad, you have to not translate things.
All right, let's see. I went and found on ChatGPT to translate it. And these verses were revealed when Shapur, the king of Persia, conquered the lands of Al-Sham and the surrounding regions, including parts of Al-Zazi, whatever, and far reaches of Roman territories. He forced Heraclius, the Roman emperor, back into Constantinople and besieged him there for a long time. Eventually, however, power returned to Heraclius, and it will be detailed later. Imam Ahmad reported, boy, this is going to be huge to read, dude. Muab bin Abir told us, blah, 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 said from so and so, from so
I
and so.
would just go down to the part where it says Constantine, brother. Go down, scroll, you'll see it on.
Let me do a control. Let me do a find on this here. Constantine. There isn't a Constantine. What?
I'll have to get it, man. I'll get it.
Hold on. There's two cons. Considering and Constantinople is there. All right. I don't know. You'll have to find it just because this is a pretty long one. The Romans were defeated in the land. Let me do a quick scan here.
Bismillah. Nigger.
Did you find your mother?
Nigger.
Muslim. This is a Muslim out there, folks. It's a Muslim. And
That's a Muslim for you.
That up.
You know, and his mother was, you know, he's a product of his mother's muta marriage. That is what Allah does to you, brothers and sisters. Allah will do that to you. because he himself was a racist. From Trinity, Persia was prevailing over Rome. The Muslims were saddened. The Quraysh were happy.
Potato.
That's a lot, dude.
Potato. Potato.
Potato.
What is
Yeah.
this God? About 15 more minutes, Jay. I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah, that's no problem. 30, chapter 30, verse 3. Chapter 30, verse 3. Listen, I'm going to show you while you're waiting on this. Look at all the work I've done, dude. I've done so much of work in here, dude. Let me show you. I'll go on screen again. When I said I'm going right into making videos and, just short things. Look at this. I have done all these videos, dude. So I'm going to play a couple in here. This is crazy, dude. The guy sits down and says, I've started recording him, dude, because he influences all the people on the other side, and you have some silly Christians who go up there on his panel, and they don't realize what he's doing and what he says and how he just this degenerate guy, dude. Here he says that the Quran will affirm the Q gospel. I kid you not.
Would be Q. So the Quran would confirm Q.
There is no Q.
Okay.
Hold on.
Dear Ibn Fibbin, Orthodox Muslim, today let's talk about your new favorite phantom scroll.
Hold on. Sorry, that thing came on.
Okay.
Dear Ibn Fibbin, Orthodox Muslim, today let's talk about your new favorite phantom scroll, the so-called Q Gospel. Spoiler alert, it doesn't exist, never has. Let's break it down. Q, short for quell, the German word for source, is a modern hypothesis, not a historical document. It was invented by 19th century scholars to explain why Matthew and Luke share content.
Anyways, I'm not going to play the whole thing. So I did that on Q. I did that on, which is this one here? He lied about, what did he lie about?
In the mid-2nd century, the Christian apologist Justin Martyr...
you know how he likes to bring Justin Martyr up all the time?
Yes.
About not being a Trinitarian.
Yeah. So I'm just doing videos of everything he says. I do videos of it now.
In the mid-2nd century, the Christian apologist Justin Martyr engaged in a heated debate with a Jew named Trypho, documented in his dialogue with Trypho. A key point of contention was Justin's accusation that Jewish authorities had deliberately altered or removed specific passages from their scriptures, what Christians call the Old Testament, to obscure prophecies about Jesus. Justin cited several examples. He claimed a Passover prophecy was removed from the book of Esdras, though this passage isn't found in any known Jewish or Christian manuscripts. He pointed to Jeremiah 11:19, alleging the removal of the phrase, "Let us lay wood upon him," seeing it as a prophecy of the crucifixion. However, this verse remains in the Jewish Bible, and differences in wording are likely due to translation variation.
Anyways, I go through that, right? So I'm just going through this so that now I did that on the Q, then I did this is all in the last.
New Testament books were in the 5th century. No, there was never canonized books. New Testament books.
Yeah, he's saying our books were not canonized.
Never canonized books. He's just lying.
500 years ago, right? So I did a whole video on that, but then I added a different one because I realized he's doing a different argumentation also on it, and he's basically talking about in Trent when the Catholics went ahead and canonized 77 books. After the Protestants sat down and said, hey, we are removing those 7 books because they were never canonical and Jesus didn't do anything. So I did that video, and plus I did this. This is the full video on the Protestants I did this.
Okay, let me clarify some things.
Imagine it's the 15.
So there's 73, not 77 books. And the only thing Trent did was attach an anathema to the canon.
Yeah,
it was already ratified, right?
Yeah. So I broke that down 73 to 67, 66 or whatever it was, 73 to 66, yeah. And really it wasn't, it's not like they added any books or anything like that. You just canonized it basically. then I created this one was on. This is where they like to sit down and.
Muslims partially quote Barth Ehrman and Bruce Metzger, claiming that Jesus lied in John chapter 7, 8, 10, saying, I am not going up to this feast, and then going anyway.
All right, so I've been doing this, man, for the last 2 days. I've been like, I created all this stuff, dude. This one here was where.
When you say that God cannot become a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where do you get these limitations from?
Yeah, because all which satisfies humanity is in direct opposition and contradiction to all which satisfies divinity.
Dear Ibn Fibn Orthodox Muslim, simply because your right-handed God hopping on his one leg is limited, it does not satisfy the claim that the one true triune God would be limited too. Let's begin by exposing the core problem. This claim sets up a dichotomy, that what satisfies humans must necessarily be at odds with what satisfies God. But that's not how Christian theology or classical metaphysics sees the universe. In reality, human desires and divine will are not enemies. They were made for harmony. In Genesis, God creates humans in his image and calls all of creation very good. The human soul, properly ordered, finds its deepest satisfaction in God, not in opposition to him.
Right.
Now, it's true that.
So I got more in there than basically our hypostatic union is the one.
Wait, can I know what's the argument about?
What?
Can I know what is the argument about?
There's no argument. We're just showing some videos out here.
About
Are
what?
you Muslim?
I am.
We're showing the arguments about Ibn Fibn Orthodox Muslim who sits down and just gives all garbage out there on his.
Are you Christian?
Well, the room is about why is Mary so important in Islam?
Because she was the mother of Jesus. We think Jesus is a prophet, but you guys think Jesus is a god.
Right. So why did she have to be a virgin?
God can do anything. Yes or
Why did she have to be a virgin?
Wait.
God can do anything he wants. Yes or no?
Oh, so you can come down in flesh, huh?
Fam, just answer my question. You guys think Jesus is God, right?
Answer the question that I have that has been presented to you.
Question? Answer my question.
Why was Mary? Why did she have to be a virgin?
God can do anything he wants.
That's not a sufficient answer, bro.
In her stomach. That is the answer.
That's not a sufficient
Sam,
answer.
Fam, listen. One thing, Jesus.
Mo.
Jesus is not a god.
Mo. You're trying to jump. Mo.
Mary looked after her.
Mo.
Bro, let me talk.
Just be quiet, bro. We're not talking about that right now.
Wallahi, you're pissing me off.
Okay, get pissed on. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on, bro.
You little loser.
Better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Oh, you're not even a real Muslim. You would be a grandfather right now if you're a real Muslim. At your tender age of 18. Shut up.
Exactly. Just watch your head on the way out.
So anyways, I've been making those videos because I just, I'd seen his stuff here and there and I was like, bro, who's falling for this stuff, dude? How does he get away with this ultimate garbage? Like he's sitting on and arguing with a Christian about how Muhammad is better than Jesus and he's breaking it down. And one of the things he says, just rubbish stuff he says, but one of the things is because Muhammad was a father and Jesus wasn't. And this is the quality of conversation he does over there. Right, and I'm like, bro, somebody.
Wait, Muhammad was a father?
Yeah, he says Muhammad was a better father. So
Muhammad wasn't a father. He had erectile dysfunction. What do you mean?
I mean, all his kids.
Muhammad, brother, give me one scholar. Give me one scholar that says Muhammad fathered a child biologically. One.
Look at this.
No.
I think the only one I think they said he had a child was in the Asbab al-Nuzul of 66 verse 1. Read the Asbab al-Nuzul. He had a child by Maria the Cop.
Oh, so an infidel child.
Yeah.
Because in 61 verse 6, that's when he gets caught cheating on Hafsa and
Aisha. Yeah.
Yeah, by Hafsa.
Mm-hmm.
He gets caught by Hafsa.
Yeah.
And so obviously Maria Coptia is the illegitimate wife, which means the child's illegitimate. But even then, show me the fatherhood.
So the point is, I know where you're going with it, but I was like, I made the video. It's like, wait a minute, because he's a father, and I'm like, none of his children survived. Even if you take your word for it, that's suckage, and of course, you're comparing God and and Jesus to Muhammad out there. I found it really funny, so I just did a short on that too. So that's what I've been spending my time on, man.
Yeah, well, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret word, and Jay. I found all the church father attestations to Buhaira, contemporary.
To whom?
Buhaira.
Buhaira.
You know Rahib Buhaira? Waraka bin Nawfal and Rahib Buhaira?
I know bin Nawfal.
Yeah, I don't know about...
You remember that there was 2 monks?
Oh, the one that he said that he spent all day with? That Muhammad? Yeah.
Yes. So you know that the fathers knew him, right? You should see the kind of stuff they say about him.
I need to see that. I need to see that.
Yeah, I'm going to bring this to the forefront for you. I had to...
Wait, the church fathers knew him in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd century? When he was around in the 7th century?
No, the church fathers knew him in the 7th century. The 7th century church fathers knew him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've been... I'm the only one with the quotes because I've been translating the East Syriac and the West Syriac. So these have never been shown, ever.
Oh, yeah. I need that. I need that.
Yeah, I'm going to bring this to the forefront for you guys so you guys can go around ripping them.
Whenever you finish...
I have 19 contributors. Not 1 or 2 knew him. 19.
Wow. Whenever you finish, man, let me know. I'll send you my email so you can send them over.
Yeah, I would really like that too. But
he was a heretic, right?
He was an excommunicated heretic. Excommunicated for Nestorianism. You know what else is crazy? Is that the fathers talk about a guy named Ka'b, who was Muhammad's scribe. Not
Ubay bin Ka'b.
No, Ka'b the Jew, the ex-Jew.
Oh,
the one that converted to Islam. His personal scribe. Yeah, so even...
The one that said that I wrote everything from Muhammad and he knows nothing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have his statements too.
Oh, yeah, I need that, bro.
Brother, I told you there's no book. They're manuscripts, Jay. I had to translate 52 manuscripts.
So what if the Muslims come back and be like, well, no one...
How about I tell you this? Go to chapter 25:5 in the Quran.
Ka'b ibn Ashraf or Ka'b ibn Zuhair?
Ashraf.
Wow. Okay.
Go to 25:5.
says, and they say these revelations are only ancient fables which he has had written down, and they are rehearsed to him morning and evening.
Right. Now ask yourself a question. Who used to rehearse them? Who used to
write them down?
Him these fables in night and day.
They had to be Gnostic.
If you read the tafsir, it'll tell you something and it'll hint to something. The only dialogue that is extant, which means that is surviving of this, is by the Christians. Brother, we know more about Islam than they do.
Right.
It's going to be embarrassing when we bring this to the forefront because there's no refuting it. You know why? Because the manuscripts are in Ethiopian, they're in Aramaic, they're in Eastern Syriac, they're in Arabic, they're in Armenian, they're in Greek, they're in Latin, and they're provided by 19 different people. Not 1, not 2, 19. So you
Oh
have
yeah,
to reject all of it,
that's indisputable.
pretty much.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, let me know when you finish with that, bro.
Almost done, bro. Almost done.
Yeah, I need to see them. I need to pour over them, man. I need to dig deep into them, bro, so we can
It's
use
gonna be
them.
fun for you guys because the Islamic dilemma just got a lot harder. Like a lot harder. A lot harder.
Right. And Christians, be aware, they got this new hadith that they allegedly found. And they're saying that Muhammad did say that the Christians corrupted their book. But the thing is, it's very daif in chain in the part that it says that they corrupted their book is actually fabricated. So they're using a weak hadith to try to combat the Islamic dilemma.
So here's the funny thing, word, is I've been working on this, right? And I gave myself a frame, meaning I said, who has the most about Islamic history in the first 150 years of Islam? And it's us. We have the most.
I know
And it's
John of
gonna be
Damascus, he was
so.
writing a lot on it, right?
No, bro. You know what? Saint John the Damascene, he's great. But there's stuff, man, that you guys have not seen. And you don't even know that Buhaira has a name in the West. The Muslims called him Buhaira.
Mm-hmm.
But the church at Constantinople in Rome had a name for him. A name.
A Romanized name?
Huh?
A Romanized name?
I would say it's a hybrid name where they gave him a last name, which is Buhaira, but then they gave him a first name, which is something else.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that Drew got it. Sergius.
Sergius. Yeah, man. I need to see these, man. I need to see these.
Yep. Sergius Buhaira. That's his full name.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't think any more Muslims are coming up. I'm gonna go ahead. It's been 3.5 hours I've been on anyway, so it's about time for me to jump off. But yeah, brother Andrew, I'm gonna inbox you my email whenever you whatever you get, bro. Even church fathers, everything. Just send them to my email, bro.
Yeah, bro. Just join my Discord server too, bro, because I have a whole section. I'll send you all that stuff privately.
Yeah, let me know your Discord so I can. I really don't be on Discord at all. But
I know, but it's a good place where I store all the resources in one place, right? This way, you're never scrambling for them.
Yeah. I'll join for that for sure.
I'll ask my son how do I get back? How do I sign up for Discord and do everything? It should be straight sign up.
Obviously, when I give it to Word, brother, he can give it to you, and you can obviously join. Absolutely.
Yeah, I do that, brother Jay.
And yo, by the way, the Daniel 2 argument that they make, I just want you guys to know that that's a BS argument. So there's a premise to his argument which is faulty, not espoused by any of the historians ever. Listen to it carefully. He makes the argument that says 395 is the fall of Rome. I challenge you to find a scholar that calls it a fall. It's called the division of Rome because Augustus Theodosius I dies in 395. Okay?
Right.
But before he died, he had 2 children. One of which his name is Honorius, the other is Acacius. Okay? Honorius ends up the Augustus of the West. Acacius ends up the Augustus of the East. So, according to historical account, there is no fall of Rome. There is, however, the division, because for the first time ever, Rome was divided into 2 empires. It's not a fall. It's literally the two sons of the deceased emperor, one of which becomes the emperor of the West, the other becomes the emperor of the East. If this denotes a fall, right? If this denotes a fall, then you need to explain to me why when Honorius has a son, he names him Theodosius II. You following me, word?
Yes, sir.
His whole argument hinges on the fall of Rome in 395, and that's a complete lie. That's a faulty premise.
It just split. It wasn't a fall.
It's not even a split. It was like a mutually agreed upon, handing of two Augustuses.
Inheritance of.
They agreed upon it, right? So much so that when Honorius had a child, he named him the name of his father, Theodosius. His name was Theodosius II. If this is a fall, then you need to explicate all these things, right?
Right.
But see, the lies and the historical revisionism is crazy. That's all they do, bro. All they do is lie.
They try to rewrite history on their terms.
Right. Also,
What's up, brother?
if a division in empirical status is going to be regarded as a fall, then when did Islam ever if a division of a particular empire is supposed to be defined as a fall, then when was Islam ever an empire? Islam split more than Muhammad split Aisha.
They split right after his death.
Whoa.
What? What'd you say, word?
Oh, no,
they split right after his death.
Brother, they split so many times. It's
I just want to know. I just know one thing. Who's Muslim here? Like, who's like Muslim?
Just Edward at the top.
Full on Muslim. They believe it. They eat it. They wash their feet and.
What does that have to do? What you trying to present?
Bows down.
What does that have to do with anything?
So why is a Muslim? Why Mr. Muhammad? Why Mr. Muhammad?
Are you a Muslim?
Married a 9-year-old girl.
Brother.
God bless you.
Why?
God
I'm
bless
not
you.
anything.
We're not Muslim. Get out of here. Watch your head.
No one's Muslim here, bro. I don't know what's this guy. Anyway, so I'm gonna send you all that so that you can be equipped if ever they run that horrible argument as well. So just send me the email, brother. We'll go from there. I'm almost done the stuff about Buhaira. Almost. I'm just gonna make it extremely strong, and then I'm gonna give you guys everything, and you guys can go from there.
For sure. I'm be anxiously waiting on that, bro. Oh, and brother Chris Claus says salam Mamasi to UJ and brother Andrew.
Salam.
Is he in the chat or where is he? I don't pay attention.
Are you on YouTube right now?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube as well.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
all right, brother.
I double stream them.
Yeah. I'm out of here, guys. I want to send you that stuff. I'll send you the link to the Discord too, bro. So
sure.
God bless you, fellas.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man,
God bless you.
All right, you're taking off, right? You're gonna shut it down?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I love brother Andrew. Love that guy.
It's pretty knowledgeable, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's got all kinds of stuff, dude.
Oh yeah, he got that knowledgement. You can follow him on YouTube too. His Divine Mercy. I think it's Divine Mercy Apologetics, if I'm not mistaken. But Divine Mercy Apologetics on YouTube, man. Go get that guy a sub. If you're on YouTube, Divine Mercy Apologetics. That's brother Andrew. Once again, we love you Muslims. We don't hate y'all. We just trying to
don't lie.
Give y'all the truth. We don't like when y'all be dishonest. We don't like it when y'all be dishonest. So Yeah, man, I appreciate this live. Everybody that tapped the screen, shared it, gave gifts, the whole nine. I appreciate y'all on TikTok. I'm gonna get up out of here, and appreciate you, brother Jay, as always.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Do you
We'll
have
see you
super
tomorrow.
chats for your live? Yeah, I got super chats on YouTube for the live stream. If you haven't already, follow me, sub to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Go to my YouTube channel. Jay, you should probably start putting those clips on YouTube too.
I'm going to. I'm building all those clips now, and I'm really going to sit down and answer everything. That's all I'm going to do. Is just take every of his arguments and just put it up there, and hashtag him and let everybody, because lots of I already, when I did it last 2 days, I got a lot of people coming on those videos, dude, and a lot of comments from his followers. I'm like, perfect. Come on down. We'll give you the answers, because he'll tell you garbage like, Jesus was cursed. And I was like, yeah, Jesus cursed. And his people will lap it up, dude. Yeah, Jesus is cursed, Like Jesus' nature got cursed,
Yeah, they don't know no better.
Just silly things like, like low tier arguments. And I get so aggravated when I see Christians up on his panel, dude, because they're like, oh my God, the ones who go up on his panel have no idea. The guy was sitting down for an hour learning about Q from him, dude. Didn't even know that Q doesn't exist, the gospel. And I'm like, get off that panel, bro. What are you doing, man? And
Yeah.
he's just BSing and BSing and BSing, dude.
Yep. Islam preys on the ignorant. It preys on the ignorance of people. That's what it is. Yep. Before I get up out of here, go ahead and subscribe to at the Agents on YouTube, at the Agents on YouTube, and at One Way Apologetics on YouTube. Brother Chris Claus is so close to becoming at 10K subscribers. He's gonna have a big shindig whenever he crosses 10K. So everyone go sub to One Way Apologetics, and so he can get cross the 10K margin. I'm close to 2K. I think I'm about 30 subscribers away from 2K on YouTube, and I'll be happy when I get to 2K.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
It was good when I crossed 1K. Now I'm close to 2K. So let's get me to 2K as well.
Just a little short from where Avery is, but you'll get.
Yeah, I'm not too far from Avery, 300,000. I'll be there, in 20 years or so. I get there. Yeah. At the Agents, right? At the Agents 007. Follow Brother James and and all of the brothers that be on his channel. J49 on YouTube. He says I'm gonna start sending people your way so you can get on YouTube, bro. Because you have lives and you have good lives too. You need to start putting this on YouTube, because we might lose TikTok, at any moment. So you'll have a nice platform to switch over to.
I've got my Google Docs ready. Now I go on some Muslims live. Half the time they'll kick me, but then the ones who want, they'll say like, "Oh yeah, he has all these Google Docs." I'm like, "Why are you against?" That's what preparation is, right? They're like, "Oh, ha, you write everything on your Google Docs." I'm like,
that's how you source your information and get it all in one place. Stupid people. They don't know. Yeah, but appreciate you, Jay. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. God bless you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, sir. Good night. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Love you guys. Bye.
God bless everybody on TikTok. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Y'all be blessed and don't be stressed. All right. God bless y'all on the next one. Exactly what we're saying, and we're not doing this to try to put you on the spot, and then just so we won't be wasting our voice. All right, y'all. YouTube, appreciate you, YouTube. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. I appreciate everybody for holding it down, all the mods, everyone coming in, filling up. We got over past 100 and some people today. Nice live stream. Nice live stream. The more y'all come in and tap the like button, the more we'll get people in here, right? So, good night, good morning, player faint. Alyssa, he said, I've been tapping all day. And I appreciate the tapping. I really do. Yeah, you know, y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, right? And I appreciate that. So I might go live tomorrow. I see y'all tomorrow. Try to run a different topic. I might come with a old but goodie the next time. I just try to keep the topics fresh so people won't get tired of the same old arguments, you know, because Muslims, they come up with some off the wall arguments. Like they have the script, and I try to break them from the script to show them that they really don't know as much as what they think they know. They just know what script they have been given, right? So I'll try to break them from that. And that's why I do these live streams and have different types of topics. But I appreciate y'all once again. God bless y'all. In the name of the Father, Holy Spirit, y'all keep up the faith, keep up the good fight. Everyone can be an apologist to the people around you. You don't need a YouTube channel. You don't need a TikTok. Just the people that's in your immediate area, the people you converse with every day. You can be an apologist, and you can bring people into the faith, and just use the arguments. Use what you got at your exposure. If you're not comfortable with the argument, just use an argument that you know. And the more people use this arguments, the more people will actually see the truth of things. Once again, much love. God bless y'all, and good night.